Yo, wait for a minute. Sweet,
we live in the motherfucking building. Welcome to the Godcast, family.
Stay where you are. You less for me. I know I might take it too far. Bring me along. Stay where you are.
Hey, we in the building, man. What this is, man, in the building on another, what this is, we call this a Freestyle Friday. We're in the building. Goddamn, it's a little late, but I'm in here, man. I'm in here. Don't even worry about me. We here. I don't know if y'all miss me, right? But we here. Nevertheless, you know, we here. I always start out light. It's nothing really light. Everything is heavy. It's not really heavy. It's almost comical, right? You gotta laugh about it. This shit with the presidency is crazy, right? We're talking about Joe Biden. I wish I had my job behind me, right? I wanted to do a buyer's remorse, right? It's a big thing, and I'm doing it straight across the board, right? I'm doing it with relationships. I'm doing it with politics. I'm doing it just straight across the board today, right? So, blah. Fuck, I need to connect my other laptop, but nevertheless, I'll figure this shit out. Don't worry about me, bro. Matter of fact, I got my laptop right here, family. I'm not even about to do the extraness right now, but I do have something to go to immediately that I want to get everybody's like I said, this is where I'm starting off with the buyer's remorse. Play this ER doctor, blah 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 blah.
3 of the largest hospital groups in Metro Atlanta now require all staff to be vaccinated against COVID. The deadline was last Friday. Emory, Piedmont, and WALLSTREET won't disclose how many people lost their jobs.
But Fox 5 IT reporter Randy Travis talked to one longtime ER physician who insists he's not an anti-vaxxer.
Okay, it's a nice volume.
That's correct.
Dr. Tommy Redwood is no quack. He spent 16 years as medical director of emergency services for WALLSTREET Keystone Hospital. 4 more years working at Piedmont Hospital's ER. But last week, this termination letter from Piedmont became official. Redwood failed to follow the hospital's policy that all employees be vaccinated.
We're being denied that opportunity to do what we've been doing all along because we're not willing to get this vaccine.
It's a confusing contradiction. After all, Dr. Redwood has seen his share of COVID patients pour through the Piedmont ER. He's not exactly an anti-vaxxer. He said he's been vaccinated against hepatitis and flu. But in the past, he has publicly cautioned the use of certain vaccines because he believes there are troubling side effects. Is COVID just like the flu?
Absolutely not.
Do you think that hospitals are inflating the numbers to make more money?
No.
See, so OG, like, and this is what I be trying to tell a lot of black people. I'm stop saying black people. A lot of people out there, right? Y'all find yourself on the wrong side of history because y'all are too biased and y'all look stupid, right? You got to be unbiased completely at all times, right? So if somebody say, "Yo, it's like the flu," nah, well, it's not like the cold. I don't know what this brother's saying, but at least he's being unbiased, right? And maybe he might just be doing that to stake his claim, like, nah, but I said all this over here too. Like, I don't know, maybe he's staking his claim, but you know, we got to be more balanced with this shit, just so that people understand that, yo, I understand what you're saying, right? I don't want to just completely go off the rails and say, yo, you putting microchips in this? Nah, none of that nonsense, right? None of that. And that's another thing I got to speak about with buyer's remorse. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that on the Sunday cast, so I can just pull up a little more information. But the brother asked something super interesting. The brother was saying, to the effect of why aren't the Jews in the same position as the blacks, right? It's super interesting. But the number one thing is marriage, relationship. I try to stress this across the board at all times. You can go listen to politicians. You can go listen to all these motherfuckers. One thing they'll tell you is that even right now in this time, with the buyer's remorse I'm telling you about, there's teachers and there's people going to school right now. They said across the board, nigga. They said this is the first time in 15 years. I don't know what the fuck that means because I've been in America and America's been terrible as fuck in schools. They said this is the first time in 15 years test scores have been falling. Whatever that means. They say third graders failing tests. They can't read coming to school. So you parents failed. Or maybe y'all was never even saying that y'all wanted to take the job. I was just trying to figure out because I know a lot of people were like, yo, man, we could do the best. I don't know. Y'all failed. But back to the doctor. Just to be fair.
This Delta wave, it's like drinking out of a fire hydrant. We've been seeing big numbers.
And he stresses almost all the COVID patients he's had to admit are unvaccinated.
Can you see it from the hospital's perspective? They're, as you said, dealing with a fire hose of problems with unvaccinated patients, and they've got a doctor who refuses to be vaccinated.
I think what the hospital should be doing is actually
worrying about the goddamn patients
when this pandemic first started, which is to support anybody willing to risk their life to come in and provide care for patients who are needing help.
If the numbers are showing that unvaccinated people are appearing in your hospital far more than the vaccinated ones, what's the problem with vaccines?
I'm not here to say that I'm against vaccines. Okay, that's one thing I want to make perfectly clear. Nowhere have I ever said don't get the vaccine. Building this barn for the last 5 years.
Just not for him. At 63 and fit, Redwood believes.
And keep in mind, this is a Caucasian man, because I've been hearing the narrative. Yo, y'all don't like us because black people. No, what? Y'all are the biggest supporters of it. I don't know why they saying that y'all numbers are not high. Y'all not taking vaccines or whatever. Y'all are the biggest supporters. The first person to ever take this bullshit was a black doctor. Stop it. Stop. Don't say black. Don't say nothing about black people not taking nothing. Black people is fully committed to take whatever the fuck the government tells them to take. They would even kill their brothers about taking something that the government tells them to take. These are just thinking people. This is a completely different class, bro. Just leave us alone. Y'all even know that. Y'all know that we're not thinking. Y'all hear our fucking ideas, right? Y'all hear our stance. But hey,
he's far less likely to get seriously ill from COVID because he has no comorbidities like most of the patients he's seen. He also
interesting word. I don't know if people are throwing this word around, but Joe Rogan love throwing it out because they're letting you know that comorbidity is the far greater cost of a lot of these deaths. I don't want to stake any claim as if I'm a doctor. I'm not a medical doctor. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But based on the stats and the studies that's out there, you'll be able to go look at it, and they'll have like 4, 5, 3. So like this is like underlying conditions like obesity, right? Age. A lot of different things could be a morbid situation. So, you know.
Also says he wears a mask outside the house, although not everywhere, doesn't shake hands or get too close to others.
When I'm at the hospital.
See, his logic is sound. He's not going to the club. He's not doing nothing that say, yo, bro, you need to just get it, though. That's why I'm saying don't push that on our community, because I know our community like to have fun. Am I wrong, guys? Black melanated people, please come in and let me know if I'm wrong, that y'all don't want to have fun. That's not y'all still going to the club. That's not y'all. That's probably the white people trying to go eat and stuff. They want to. They trying to. I don't know who doing shit. All I'm saying is this brother, he ain't shaking hands. He wears masks when he feel like it's too much people around. So he has preventative measures. These people are adults. You don't have to step in and say, "Yo, y'all need to." You feel me? Those are adults. So shout out to this brother right here for just being
I'll wear a mask
across the board
in front of every patient encounter the entire time I'm in the hospital.
Do your patients know you're not vaccinated?
That's not something I share. No.
Why? And do you think maybe they would want to know that?
If they want to know, they're free to ask. A lot of the patients I see, you've got to remember, are coming in because they haven't been vaccinated.
They're like you.
They're like me.
And for him, the risk of any possible unknown side effects from the COVID shot outweighs any proven benefit, especially now that the vaccines require boosters.
So you think in your personal situation, getting the virus is less dangerous than getting the vaccine?
No, what I'm saying is I don't want to get either one.
Life-threatening complications are very rare. I have, in my own practice, I have admitted a number of children to the hospital with COVID-19 and COVID-19 complications. I have yet to admit a patient to the hospital with a serious vaccine side effect.
Dr. Cameron Sultan is a pediatric ER doctor, and the second.
And see, we're not knocking that doc either. That doc says she got some good news. So that's what I'm saying. Nobody's knocking nothing. If you got comorbidities, I think you should definitely, just kind of check up on a vaccine. You feel me? Just do the research. But the problem with the vaccine is that we got actual people stepping away from it, right? We have actual people. Like, I don't know if y'all know this, bro, but there was actual votes, CDC votes. These motherfuckers went and voted in like a private back room and was like, yo, like on some 19-2 type shit, like shouldn't be mandated. Then they want to do this booster shit where they wanted to make it like a continuous thing. Like, what? What are You talking about, bro? I said 60 and older, bro. I'm pretty sure that's the age they said, but they was like, yo, what? Like the FDA and the CDC, these people got problems with what's being stated. The Dr. Sanjay that went on Joe Rogan shit, he kept on saying that the problem I think people were saying was that a lot of these news stations was ahead of the FDA and CDC type of situation where they was letting you know that boosters are coming in September, right? It was telling you when to expect different things, and it's like, damn, y'all know that these coming. So people kind of, got really skeptical of those things. But like I said, as long as you come with the full information, we played early when the situation was going on. We don't have to wait for this doctor. There was a professor in a university that didn't have to take it because he had the antibodies, and he explained all that, right? The same thing with the brother Jonathan Isaac. I heard him speaking on the antibodies. And what y'all can speak on with the antibodies is the danger, because it's they have stats out there. I'm not sure if this is completely true, YouTube. So I don't know any of the facts about nothing, but based on some stats that I've recently seen, this is what they were saying, bro. It's not a big deal though. Like I said, it's not about one side or the other side. I just feel like it should be freedom though, because there's people on both sides, experts on both sides. Like I keep on hearing people say, "Yo, all these people, y'all are doctors." No, we're not. What are you talking about? We're doctors. No, we're not doctors. That dude is a doctor. It's thousands of doctors. It's billions of doctors. What are you talking about, bro? We're not doctors. I don't even get the science of what you were trying to push towards us. But no, we're not doctors, right? But we have listened to other educated people that's doctors, if that means something to you, and they say something completely different. So why aren't you just completely switched? Because you're on the mainstream side. And I'm not knocking it, bro, but we got to, we just got to have some balance, bro. You got to have some balance. If we don't get no balance back, then this is what is created. Buyer's remorse. Buyers don't like feeling cheated. Nigga don't want to get into no deal with you and feel cheated. And that's what happened most of the time in business and everything across the board in America. You feel cheated with everything in America. Right? You buy some food, you feel cheated. You in a relationship, you feel cheated. You motherfucking doing business, somebody cheated. It's just everything in America, this system, which is why they have so much rules, bro. The system is set up so stupid, bro. And so it's, I don't want to say it's stupid, but it's like a smartphone, right? It's one of the motherfuckers that like it's set up for people not really thinking. Right, it ain't nothing bad, but I'm just saying.
Secretary Treasurer of the Georgia College of Emergency Physicians, Redwood, is one of their members. The group endorses vaccine mandates for healthcare workers because it means an additional layer of protection for both them and the patient.
If that is Piedmont's policy, then I think it should be followed.
Piedmont Healthcare had no comment about Redwood's firing or whether the mandate has affected already difficult staffing levels, only calling employee loss minimal. Redwood said he offered to be tested weekly, but got no response. He says he's only taken one COVID test so far, and it was negative. The FDA says all 3 vaccines are safe, effective, and proving to be the difference maker in saving lives.
That vaccine is keeping people from getting severe disease. I will agree with that. It's too soon to know what long-term implications this vaccine could have.
When will we know whether you're wrong or you were right?
I don't know the answer to that.
Perhaps once the list of possible
hold on, guys. Like I said, what I'm doing today, I'm going completely across the board. Right, it's like when I read the Bible and I start telling niggas about something else. They don't like that. But this VAERS situation, this tells you like a lot of the people that's affected by vaccine, and they got to kind of report the numbers. So you can definitely check that. That's super important right there. But just randomly to go off, they were saying it offers an extra layer of protection. So immediately I was like, protection, blah. Right. So I typed in, can you use 2 condoms for extra protection? That's the first thing I typed in. No. You should never use more than 1 condom at a time. Using 2 condoms actually offers less protection than using just 1. Why? Using 2 condoms can cause friction between them. Bro, y'all science is not comprehensive, bro. Y'all science not comprehensive. Y'all trying to fool me, bro. Y'all trying to fool me. Like, yo, we gotta, like, is there, how do you get in contact? Matter of fact, let me go on the CDC website real quick, bro, before I even keep on talking. CDC website. Let me go on the CDC website, bro. CDC.org probably. .gov. CDC.gov. I'm on a governmental site right now. Let me see how I get in contact with these people. I wanna have an interview with somebody from the CDC situation. I want to see if they will be able to come offer the audience, just some comprehensive. Oh, you had to have a phone. Okay. 1 second, y'all. Let me see if I can. Let's see what they're telling me right now. 232-4636. Okay. So I'm calling the CDC info. So they're saying get vaccinated right away and wear a mask. Okay, so everyone 6 months and older should be getting the flu vaccine, and above 12, everybody should be getting the COVID vaccine. That's what I'm hearing from the folks. Okay, all right, yeah, I'm gonna set that up on the next show. I just actually talked to them and set up a little formal message so we could link up. But yeah, they have a little special, John. You feel me? If you're a healthcare provider, you press a number. If you're part of the media, you press a number. So I was just letting them know. And yeah, they seem like they're willing to have a conversation. So we're gonna see where this situation goes. We're gonna finish this brother out, but I don't want to finish him out until I have. Until I have this right here. So I don't want to finish him out. Matter of fact, I can. I ain't tripping.
Immediately used to push the anti-vax agenda. So far, nearly 2/3 of our country, 215 million Americans, have received at least one shot.
They're getting it all.
Redwood won't be stuck at home for long. He's already landed another job, practicing emergency medicine in Alabama at a hospital without a vaccine mandate.
The people there seem to appreciate me when I'm there. They're not asking me about my vaccine status. They know I'm there to help them. They know I'm wearing a mask, and they welcome my presence.
As he welcomes the opportunity to continue being a doctor somewhere else. In Fayette County, Randy Travis, Fox 5 News.
And that's a super important part also, right? When you understand, right? Even with what Kyrie speaking on, like I understand he's letting them know, like, yo, y'all just put a fast one on me, but I just want us all to understand, right, that they can do these weird things, right? And what we should do is go somewhere that we're appreciated. Stop being tolerated and be celebrated, right? You know, stop being in them places that motherfucker just like, yo, bro, I need bro got the info or whatever the fuck you may have, right? You a hooper, whatever it may be. Stop being in those situations where a nigga just only using you for what you can offer. Because you see what happens when money or when it's a weird bottom line, because OSHA saying they got some type of fines for employers if motherfuckers get sick on us. You feel me? So it's a tough battle, bro. But that's why the whole buyer's remorse is coming, right? That's why a lot of these things are coming.
Our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
When you're hearing people from the mainstream, it's even more upsetting because, like I said, you go into these chats and it's like, yo, 2/3 of us are vaccinated. Like the way it sounds is like nobody's vaccinated. It seems like it's a war, bro.
This sat down for a 3-hour one-on-one with controversial podcast host Joe Rogan last night. Rogan remains a vaccine skeptic despite having caught COVID-19 himself. Let's listen to part of this.
So would you now, with what you know now, and having had COVID, would you have wished that you had been vaccinated beforehand?
But
you almost got vaccinated.
Yeah, but I explained
you got through it.
But I got through COVID.
Yeah,
pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So that was my thought was, I'm a healthy person. I exercise constantly. I'm always taking vitamins. I take care of myself. I felt like I was going to be okay, and that was true. It was correct. I'm happy I got through it. I don't wish it upon anyone. It wasn't fun, but it wasn't the worst cold I've ever had, and I got over it fairly quickly, relatively speaking.
I think that, and again, I am truly glad about that. I'm not, all kidding aside, I don't think anybody wishes you ill. Everybody wants you to be well and healthy. But I think the question is just in terms of the nuance of this. It's not a strategy to recommend people get infected.
I'm not recommending anybody get infected.
So they should get vaccinated.
I think a lot of people should get vaccinated.
You're talking,
I think
a lot of vulnerable people.
Yeah.
If you just said vulnerable people,
yeah,
be a lot
older
of people,
fat people. I think a lot of those folks. My real concern is this urge to vaccinate children, and I don't know what kind of data we have on the long-term effects of this.
All right, with us now, Sanjay. Sanjay, first off, I mean, I'm so glad you did this because there's so many people who can listen to this sense that you make. Tell us why you thought this was so important.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. I mean, I think the media landscape's pretty segmented, as we know, and I think there's a lot of people who listen on CNN who are accepting and hearing these messages and understanding the science. But I wanted to go to a place where there was clearly, he has a big audience, and as you mentioned, he's been a skeptic of the vaccines. I listened to his podcast. I thought there could be some common ground there, and decided, to lean into the nuance for 3 hours, which, by the way, is a long time to talk to anybody. I don't know that I've talked to anybody, no breaks, no distractions, no phones for 3 hours before. But I think,
hey, that's not a good thing to say. I don't know what doctor means, right? But you're supposed to be some type of educated person, and you telling me that you ain't never spoke to somebody on a constant for a 3-hour conversation? You never had a back and forth. 3 hours is literally like an hour. You're not talking to yourself, right? It's a back and forth. They say when you enjoying yourself, time flies. So that was weird that he said that. So that was one of the first weird things that he said on this John. Like I said, I'm not sure if he wrote it or who wrote it for him, but it was a column, and he was explaining something to the effect that, I didn't want to be aggressive with Joe because I knew that he was an MMA bro. I thought he was gonna break me. What, bro? What are you talking about, bro? Bro, you on my show? What are you talking? I'm about to break, bro. Come on, this victimhood. Shit gotta stop. Shit gotta stop somewhere, my brother. It gotta stop somewhere. Joe Biden's at the buck stops with him. So maybe you need to stop with Biden. Maybe Biden need to come out and say, it's too much victims in the country. Stop complaining about what I'm doing to y'all. Get better. It's not me doing nothing to y'all. Y'all doing it to y'allself. Remember Wayne said, nigga, I'm not talking fast. Y'all listening slow. Biden, let them folks know they listening slow. Because I hear you dropping your game, I think.
I think that's how you get at some of these real conversations.
Look, we talked to you for 3 hours, but they're always trying to wrap us. Always after the second question, Sanjay. I do want to play another exchange.
You don't even got one
You heard him
question.
talk about vaccines.
You don't even got
kids
one
there.
question.
This is another exchange you had on that.
and myocarditis can be a really frightening thing. They can develop chest pain, shortness of breath, things
It's
like
inflammation of the heart.
That's
correct?
what it is. And you got to think of it like this. The reason it can happen in young people, it can happen in anybody, but people who have really robust immune response. You're basically giving the vaccine, you're counting on the immune system to really respond to that. If it responds a lot in someone with a really healthy immune system, it can cause more widespread inflammation. People feel miserable for a day or two, and in this case, it can cause inflammation around the heart.
Do we know what the long-term consequences of myocarditis in young people that comes from the vaccine are?
I don't think we don't know. And I think the only way we can know long-term things, to be perfectly honest, of any of these aspects of the vaccine, the only way we can know long-term stuff is with the passage of time, for certain.
That's terrifying for parents.
It
the
is.
idea that your son could get vaccinated and most likely he would have been fine if he got COVID, and that your son could catch myocarditis and have permanent heart problems.
Well, I don't know that we can say a person will be fine if they get COVID, Joe.
A young boy?
Well,
most young boys with no
when you say
comorbidities.
fine, you mean what? That they're not going to die?
I mean, like me. I had COVID.
You look like you're strong as an ox. Yes, I give you.
And like I said, nothing is consistent with these folks. He's looking at a fucking 50-plus-year-old man. Joe might be older than this dude you're talking to. He's looking at a dude older than him and telling him that he may be healthier than a child, a normal child. Don't go way off and say, yo, but the child obese. Yo, chill out, my boy. I'm just talking about a regular child, just a normal child just a regular you, based on even the stats. Based on even the stats, right? Just one of those motherfuckers based on the stats. They got a better chance than you. That's what the CDC said, bro. Do you know that the CDC said like he's arguing points that his side already said? And now listen to these people on CNN. I've never seen nothing this crazy. Literally, they played the clips where it was Gupta had no room to say nothing. Gupta was completely null and void, nigga, in these videos. I don't even know why they played these clips. These clips was pointless, but their audience are vacciners, right? And there's nothing wrong with being on the vaccine side, but I think people are like staffing it up, like, yo, I'm gonna get my staff. Oh, I got me a staff, bro. I'm about to staff you. Get your staph infection. I don't know, bro. Maybe it's a big staff type of battle, but all they know is their audience is big, bruh. They on the mainstream. So when they hearing, so their thing is just to play Joe, because the people are supposed to hear it and be like, this dude is stupid. Because I guess they didn't hear him say, yo, I'm fine. This dude had to go as far as to say, what? They didn't die? It's like, yeah. I know you're trying to be funny, right? Because you're trying to say what they went to the hospital and they were sick for 3 weeks. I don't know where he's gonna go with it, right? But I'm just trying to say, bro, they're not gonna die, bro. Right? What we could do is go through a battle, survive the battle, and win the war. We don't need to jump into the war, nigga, to prove ourselves, bro. To be like, yo, no, we can relax, because you said this with time, right? So there's people that want to do it, right? And in time we'll say, damn, LeBron good. I wish we would have took it. Or damn, LeBron bad. I'm glad you feel me? It's just, yo, chill out, my boy. What's wrong with you? It's just like the dude that wanted to get his head transplanted. Imagine if y'all would have mandated it. Yo, bro, you already signed up. You gotta come get your head taken off. Nah, bro, I'm married now. I got youths. I got something to live for, bro. I don't really need my head transported. Like, I'm good now. Like, at first I wanted to have my head on another body so I could walk a little more and do a little more shit, but nah, right? I'm gonna live my life, right, with my family, and once it gets so bad that I have to do something again, then we try to find something to do. But nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. There's things more important in life, right? There's things more important in life. That's what the brother was saying. But the brother Sanjay just said, what? They didn't die? They didn't die, dude? They was sick, though. Yeah, bro, but I'm telling you that they saying the niggas getting myocarditis, though, bro. And we don't know the long-term effects of it. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm not even saying nothing against your point. I'm just trying to ask you, do you know about this point over here? And can you just speak on this? But look what Sanjay does. And the bad thing about Sanjay and Joe had a pretty good conversation, like a lot of laughing, a lot of agreeing. It was a lot of agreeing on Sanjay's side. Sanjay had his little angles. He was like, yeah, I came here to get you vaccinated. On some shit like that. Nigga said he came to get the man vaccinated. And then Joe was like, man, you should have came out with us last night. You would have got COVID. Joe a comedian, so he's just throwing little jokes out there. Sanjay was like, that was your plan? And Sanjay probably was happy he ain't go out, dude. Sanjay like, bro, I'm not chilling with you, dude. I'm not chilling with you. I know that you like to have lunch and shit with your guests and try to, just get to know them before you sit on a 3-hour podcast with them. But nah, don't know me. I'm showing up and I'm showing out. But like I said, as soon as he came in, Joe said, yo, I respect you. You know why I respect you? Because of this. Matter of fact, Sanjay came out truthfully too. He's like, yo, I feel like your audience, you got a big audience. And they not on my John. Right? Everybody over here on my John, they rocking with me. I'm trying to get some other people from your John. So he was completely honest. And Joe was like, yeah, the reason why I'm rocking with you is because I feel like you was honest. I feel like you was a thinking man, because it was one time you was staunchly against the cannabis. You was saying crazy stuff. You sounded almost retarded to me. I can't say that word. You sounded slow. Like your learning was slower than other people, other medical doctors, because they was already figuring this stuff out. So when you said it way late, nigga be like, hold on, bro, you still on that old reefer madness study? We already it's shit done. So the fact that he's seen you in real time go do the study and then come back, right? He respected that about you. So it was a lot of respect on the show. And like, just look what Sanjay does on this CNN clip. Just
but you get teenagers who will have these long COVID naps. You get.
What does that mean?
They're tired all the time. They get these sort of long hauler type symptoms. Mm-hmm. Less so in kids, but when you talk about 33% of people having persistent symptoms that last months, I just feel like I think we're allowed to have a nuanced conversation about this. We measure things in terms of life and death. Yes. And I get that. I mean, it's easy. It's public health. That's the way the numbers get presented. And frankly, that's our fault as well in the media to just say this is how many people have died.
Because y'all did that.
We don't know a lot about what this virus does to the body. Right. We probably shouldn't just think of it as another type of pneumonia or cold, because it's clearly doing something else. A cold wouldn't just cause isolated loss of smell. Flu wouldn't even do that. And then so many people developing long-term symptoms.
Whew. It's a lot there. It's like trying to herd cats, Sanjay, in a discussion like that. He shoots off in all these different tangents.
Like,
and he says there's a lot we don't know about this, that, and the other thing. Myocarditis.
And I'm telling you, bro, just imagine the respect people have for people. So when people start dissing you and they just got nothing but ill thoughts about you, and you play this victim role, it's like, bro, you said somebody is like herding cats. You just said a nigga conversation is like herding cats, but just to a lot of people that was listening, it seemed like it was very coherent. It was not me. I'm not going nowhere. I'm just asking them some questions. And I'm saying, yo, Jamie, pull it up. Like I'm doing so much so of that it shouldn't even be that type of thought, because I'm actually having the information that I'm probably misinterpreting pulled up and for a doctor. Right? He's a doctor. He's a medical doctor. I'm expecting him to come in here and be like, see, you misunderstood that right there, brother. See what they're saying right there. But he's not saying none of that. He's saying, yep, that's interesting. Like, I'm gonna tell you, and this, they are white, but nevertheless, bro, this guy right here, bro, this CNN pundit, I don't know his name. This look like his name might be Jim. He look like a Jim. Might be a Jim, right? So this is a Jim, and then this is a fucking Lauren. Let me see if I was right. Let me see. CNN chief medical. So he's a chief medical correspondent for CNN, the brother Sanjay. The only mental gymnastic performed on that podcast was Sanjay trying to figure out how not to call his employees liars when confronted. Yeah, so like I'm saying, the comment section killing them too, because a lot of people just recognize that this is y'all played actual solid clips where the man was on one thought. Like maybe y'all should have played somewhere else where he just went somewhere else. Like, yeah, what about cannabis? And then, matter of fact, did you get a fact? Like maybe you need to find a clip that's actually showing what you're saying. It just seems right now you're a hater, bro. You're a hater. And you don't have no ratings. And the reason why this got a lot of ratings is because you got Joe Rogan in the motherfucking title. Because I can go to your next video and you'll be failing.
Myocarditis, though, when you're talking about risks of myocarditis, which is inflammation around the heart, we know the risks of COVID causing that, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, and therein lies the nuance again. It is a fair question to bring up the idea of the side effect of the vaccines potentially being myocarditis. But you also have to compare this to the risk of myocarditis from the disease itself. And let me show you, I mean, because I think this was the data that Joe was talking about, although, it's tough sometimes to keep up. But overall, if you look and say there's a background rate of myocarditis that just occurs even before the pandemic, with the vaccines, how many more additional cases per 100,000 people? About 2.7, as you can see there. But from the disease itself, it's around 11. I mean, to be fair, both of these are rare, and almost always these cases of myocarditis resolved. People were fine. They didn't require further treatment. But this is the whole point. The numbers you see on the screen is the whole point. You want to try and myocarditis.
I don't know who if this is like supposed to be like some type of presentation in classes, they would have failed. It's no references But I don't know where the hell they got the stat from. So I was trying to look on the stat to see if it had like a website or somewhere where the stat he just got numbers. He just got numbers on the screen, bro.
People were fine. They didn't require further treatment.
Numbers on the screen,
but this is the whole point. The numbers you see on the screen is the whole point. You want to try and obviously reduce risk of any of these things while really emphasizing the benefits. The vaccines offer lots of benefits and actually have a lower risk of myocarditis versus the disease itself.
You mentioned, and he seems to go back time and again to this idea that maybe getting COVID is better than getting the vaccine. I heard that repeatedly. Here's some of what he said.
Testing is obviously testing you to see if you have the virus.
Yes.
The therapeutic is to treat you because you have the virus.
Yes.
I still think it'd be better not to get the virus.
I think it'd be better to get the virus and recover and have amazing immunity to it. Wouldn't it be?
Well, you could get sick, though.
You know what I think you should do? I think you should get vaccinated and then get sick.
What?
This is why. Because then you got the vaccine protects you from a bad infection, and then you get COVID. So then you get the robust immunity that's imparted from having the actual disease itself, which is far more complex and comprehensive than you're getting from the vaccine that targets one specific protein, right?
You can make that argument, I think.
Yeah, so that's the move. Get vaccinated, let it wane, and hang around with a bunch of dirty people.
Okay, well,
and then get a lot of therapeutics on hand so you can take care of it quickly.
I will see your recommendation.
And do it
and give you one.
Should have come out with us last night. You probably would have caught it.
I almost did. Yeah. Now I know what your secret plan was. No. So for you, Joe Rogan,
yes,
I would say you've had it.
Yes.
To not get one shot of the vaccine.
No.
Why not?
Because I have better immunity than I would if I was vaccinated.
But does he, Sanjay? Also, he's not a doctor. He sure.
That's a stupid question. The stats already said he does. What are you talking about, does he, man? That's what I was telling y'all. The professor told his college. The professor proved it to his college. Like, yo, first of all, my immunity is better based on the CDC. And they also said that it's a far greater chance of me getting something severe if I get the vax after I've already got the antibodies. That's what the dude proved. Like, he used this shit to get exempt from his university. I'm telling you, bro, CNN, they're fake. Everything about them is fake. And that's what I'm saying. That's why they failures, bro. People tired of fake shit. People tired of fake shit. Y'all can keep on faking it. Right? Y'all can fake it all y'all want. It's clear, though. Do they? Listen to what Sanjay say. Listen to what Sanjay say, because Sanjay was on the show. When Sanjay was on the show, go watch the show. Watch how Sanjay gave it up. And just watch how he tried to give it up.
Like one, as if he is one, though.
By the way, it was 3 hours of that, just to give you an idea. I mean, it was a lot of mental gymnastics.
Dude, Sanjay, I didn't like. That's not, bro. I don't even know if you know about even being like a real person, bro. You just had a 3-hour conversation with somebody. You brought him alcohol. You brought him alcohol. That's how the show started off. He put up the alcohol you brought him, and then he went to explain how, nigga, we could drink this alcohol nonsense, but niggas banging on cannabis. That's kind of the angle that y'all started on, right? So that's what he was saying. He respected you on the cannabis start. But now you on a show, bro. You just, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I gotta watch Joe Rogan interview because I want to figure out how he views you, right? Because that's you a snake, bro. That's not honorable, bro. It's nothing about that. That's honorable. It was 3 hours of that. By the way, it was 3 hours of that. Bro, that's what I was like. Jesus, like the whole time you was here with me, like you felt like I was annoying you. Like, why do people be around people that they don't want to be around, bro? If people not ready to perform their job, they need to get the fuck away from people, bro. People don't need people. That's the thing in this world, bro. Nobody needs nobody. You know the rest, right? So a lot of people that's trying to be up under people try to act like they got this whole agenda and they know what. Teach his own, right? Teach his own, like I always say. But the people are starting to recognize, bro. It's a buyer's remorse. Buyer's remorse. Just remember, I'm going to keep on saying that just randomly. I'm just going to like sprinkle it, just everything. Just buyer's remorse. Buyer's Buyers are upset, bro. They're getting the
So
short end of the
again,
stick.
There's a nuance here. People who have been infected do have natural immunity, and there was a study out of Israel which made got a lot of attention, that basically showed, at least for a period of time, their immunity was stronger than those who had received the vaccine. There's a problem though. One is we don't know how long that immunity lasts. People are trying to investigate that, and
yo, these motherfuckers right here, they agendaed out. They agendaed out. Before you even said this, you were supposed to do the study. Before you even made this stupid claim, you were supposed to let her know, well, there is studies saying these things. Like, this isn't Joe Rogan trying to be a doctor. Like, I see you being an ass wipe with your stupid white face. Right? It's not because you white. It's not because your face stupid. It's because you got a stupid face and you saying white lies. These are white lies. These are like small incremental lies that means nothing. You and Jim is doing it. I'm pretty sure that dude's name is Jim. Lauren and Jim is doing the same thing in this fucking interview right here. And Dr. Sanjay, he's lying too, but he keep on saying nuance. It's the nuance. Bro, just let them know that they're wrong. Let them know that there's different studies. Just let them know we're just trying to figure out the data right now. We're just trying to figure out the data. We should probably stop mandating this thing because we're trying to figure out the data. Like, but he don't even want to be honest. Look at him. He's a liar. He's lying with two liars. He laid down in the bed with two liars. Fucking liars, bro.
And one of the studies that's come out showed that people who were had natural immunity versus vaccinated immunity, those with natural immunity were twice as likely to get reinfected. I mean, this is the data. We know with the vaccine now from the clinical trials and real-world data, some 6 billion shots being given out around the world, that it is a safe and effective vaccine. So infection over vaccination should never be the message. No, people should not go out there and willingly get infected in pursuit of, this natural immunity. It's a terrible strategy. I think Joe understood that, although near the end of the podcast, he was advocating that I go get COVID. So,
bro, he was playing,
still to this
bro,
point, I'm not sure if he was joking. I think he was joking.
What the
but that is a
fuck,
terrible
Sanjay?
strategy, obviously.
It doesn't really matter if he's joking, does it? If the millions of people listening to him don't know if he's joking.
No, only y'all think that he's not
Sanjay,
joking. It has to be somebody that don't have two sides of their brain think that somebody is not joking about motherfucker. Just go hang out with a bunch of dirty people. What are you? Bro, I'm just, bro. Yo, I don't know, bro. People still watching this shit like with a serious mind. I'm like, yeah, man, that dude's stupid. Man, you be hearing what he be saying on the. I know why y'all was pushing all that propaganda about Trump. Like I said, I'm not here for either side, but I know why y'all pushing that propaganda because y'all truly believe it. So it ain't even y'all fault. Y'all actually believe this shit. I'm no longer blaming y'all. Right? It's not like y'all lying about that. Y'all actually believe the things that y'all believe. I'm not trying to say that's nobody's problem, bro, but it's my problem. It's my problem. I got a big problem with it. So I know I was just saying it was nobody's problem, but I got a big problem with it. Because y'all keep on coming out with new studies. I just seen a study just recently, right? Posted on Bloomberg, John. And I heard them saying mixing COVID-19 vaccine raises antibodies. Bro, there's no concrete study, bro. Like, why don't you get that? And I'm telling you, like, what people do is in arguments and everything, people just go far left. They just go all the way to the extremities of everything. Bro, what are you talking about? Infection or vaccination? I was playing about the infection part. But what I was saying was the vaccination ain't really that strong. If I can go get infected and just be out here. And like what you were supposed to say is, there's data in Israel that says that that's true, right? But we don't know how long it is strong enough. But we do know that the efficacy rating for the vaccine wanes. It wanes. It's waning, nigga. So you know that, right? So we all know these things about both systems. And if you're gonna say that both, we don't know how long they last. Well, we don't know how long this brother gonna last, right? You're gonna say, we should get boosters, but the FDA, right, and a lot of these CDC people were saying, I don't think that people under 60 should be just running around with the booster. But let me go double check and see exactly what they said, because I'm telling you, bro, people be trying to act like I'm trying to speak as an authority. I don't know nothing about vaccine. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about vaccine. I was just seeing some stuff. I need to stop saying that word, but I just seen some stuff, and I just wanted to kind of bring it to the light, bro. All right, I seen the brother Sanjay, and then, everybody talking about it because it was kind of embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. All right, it was a medical doctor talking to a fucking comedian, announcer, just talking to somebody, just like talking to a bro off the street. But that person just asking them questions. Right, and that's the thing. Most people, they say, you a doctor, blah, you know something. But this dude is like, yo, I've had thousands of doctors in here. Right? I've had doctors that told me about the ivermectin. Right, I've had doctors tell me about this nonsense. Like, so I'm not standing on nothing, right? I don't want to stand on any claims, but the fact that he knows a little bit more, him trying to bring like a medical doctor on there is on some stuff like, okay, I understand that you may have some other information that these people don't have, and let's expound on it. And that's always where Joe is at with the conversation. Like, oh snap, that I like that. Let's expound on that. What were you saying? Do you want to do an expose? What were you saying on that one, brother? Because it's super interesting, right, to kind of get why somebody is saying something, why somebody got that angle. So this vaccine thing, I gotta stop saying that word, bro. But this situation is not heating up, but buyer's remorse. It's buyer's remorse. That's all I can call it. It's buyer's remorse. It's a lot of people in positions that they don't want to be, and now they're looking at it. And look, that's what happened when you back anything into a corner. They always tell you that, yo, snakes don't be looking to bite nobody and fight back. Rats don't. You feel me? A lot of these boys are scared. It's way scared of you than you feel me than you ever be scared of them. But you don't know that, right? So you rush up on them trying to run out the way. Y'all both run into each other. They like, yo, survival of the fittest, right? But in that same breath, buyer's remorse, strictly across the board. So I'm talking about the mandating situation. Because why is the mandating situation so important? Because it's affecting all facets of life. It's shortages everywhere. Because of the underlying situation that we're going through, the COVID situation. Because of that underlying situation, the shortages everywhere. Because people aren't working, and then it's mandates and it's other weird things that saying, yo, separate these people and do this, and then yo, you gotta clean the barrels, and so it's a lot of stuff going on, right? There's a lot of stuff going on. Also, we have a brother in the office. When I say a brother, I'm talking about Joe Biden. He's in the office, and when you hear Joe Biden speak, you gotta kind of think, yo, what Joe Biden talking about? Joe Biden just recently spoke about a supply shortage. I don't know if y'all watched it. Shout out to Biden. But bro, shit is bad. The reason why I'm saying it's bad is because everybody's saying it's bad. We just seen recently with Southwest. Southwest canceled damn near every flight they had. They canceled everything. Canceled. Right. Delta. I heard the bro from Delta speaking, right? But he was speaking on the fact that, yo, we're not on that mandating situation, but 90% of our staff is already vaccinated, right? So he's looking at it, this as being a competitive time. You're like, yo, you feel me? I feel like we may be able to rock something out because he already got 90% of his staff vaccinated. So that may be good or bad, but he's saying he's not mandating it. But the way he said it, you got to hear people say things like that. Like, we make people make the decision, and a lot of people there, they're smart, so they chose the vaccine type shit. He didn't say it exactly like that, but if you heard what he said, that's what he said, right? So I really want you to, not that one, I want to kind of show you that. So that supply shortages right there with the airlines. Supply shortage with employees. Okay, supply shortage with supplies. So with the airlines, I was telling you, the pilots, And then when we think about the pilots, right? It's always cool to say, yeah, the pilots not that. But there's somebody that's getting paid less that's also making the same decision too that I feel like deserve, just a little bit more praise because they're actually losing a lot more, right? A pilot kind of has that credibility with somebody say go get a trade, you kind of could move. So now think about like stewardess or flight attendants. I'm not sure what somebody would call them. Just anybody that may work in these situations, on the planes, in the airport, just any of these different situations that might be saying, yo, it's time to get this. They're not getting paid as much as a pilot. All right, the same thing in the NBA. The whole time we've been talking about Kyrie and all these people. Never did we say, yo, what about the ball boys? never we asking none of these questions. Like, what about the whole staff? Like a bunch of the people, like people cooking the meal, like just everybody that has to do a job, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like the buck don't just stop with the big motherfuckers, right? It has to break down to 75 cents, 50 cents, quarter. You feel me? Like you can go all the way down to 1 penny, bro. So we could break this dollar down in just all pennies. 99 cents, 98 cents, and just start looking at all the little facets of people that's not really the big buck. They not the dollar. They not the shit that they gonna be like, man, you feel me? The dollar just seems more comfortable giving. There you go. Right? If you go on Cash App, $1 minimum. You feel me? But say you got 75 cents, say you got 50 cents. So we got to take those people into consideration also. Same thing in the medical field where we got doctors and things like that, but we also got RNs, right? We got a lot of that's going on. The same thing with the teachers, right? We got a lot of teachers, we got a lot of principals, we got a lot of professors, but we also got subs and just anybody that may just be there's always levels, right, that we never even consider in this big thing. So it's a far greater thing going on than it may even appear, right? Because the people that get the appearance is the bigger people. So, right, you may look at them like, it's only a couple people though, but you don't really understand what's going on whole. So that's why they come out with stats, and that's why I like stats, right? Because I feel like that's one of the best ways when you kind of. I told y'all need to take a stats class, so y'all need to get on some stats, bro. Y'all don't know nothing about stats. I'm fucking with y'all, bro. Y'all don't know, bro. Y'all probably know more about stats than I do, but nevertheless, I use the stats way more than y'all. So if y'all go look at the stats, there's stats all the time. You could be like, yo, stats say this, stats say that, stats saying that, man, fuck, we our motherfucking testing grade is down. Stats saying that the food that you was paying for last year is up this much percentage. They saying the gas that you was paying for last year is up this much percentage. The house that you was paying for last year was up this much percentage. So, right, that's what the stats are saying. So that's why the stats are super important, right? Because you can't really zero in on people saying things because, like I said, what the media does is it cover what it wants to cover. What humans could always do is just go check the stats. Right, Dick Gregory always stood on that. I mean, one of Dick Gregory's first thing that I really learned from that was super important. Was like, bro, this ain't no secret, bro. These newspapers, you can go get these same baby. Like you can call when people get arrested, you can call these different things. When people die, you can call the morgue, and you can figure out all these odds. It's a bunch of stuff you can figure out, right? And it's even with the Freedom of Information Act. Right, that's actually something that's in America also, but definitely, bro. I don't even want to just announce it, but definitely, bro. On that Sunday, I definitely want to go from that angle of what the brother said as far as with the Jews. In fact, let me just set it up. Like I don't even want to even set it up, and then I'm just gonna set it up early. I heard the brother Ron DeSantis also say, yo, I'm about to sue that brother. Nah, I'm about to sue that brother. Ron DeSantis said he planned on suing Biden, bro, by that vaccine mandate shit he trying to pull. I don't know what's going on, but shout out to Rand.
The harsh reality of Joe Biden's America really coming into focus these past couple of weeks. The president getting ridiculed online as #EmptyShelvesJoe over the supply chain crisis he waited too long to fix. And if that wasn't...
All right, let me just set it up real quick. Why don't Jews act as oppressed as black people? Well, number one thing, whoever wrote this is oppressed because black people are Jews. Jews is what is Jews? How did them people become Jews? Them people that you're saying is Jews. How did they become Jews? Nevertheless, I don't even want to stop that though because that's gonna stop the greater argument. Like I said, this is all gonna be divulged on Sunday. But nevertheless, just keep it in mind. Why don't the Jews act as oppressed as the black people? Wow. Jews received Israel. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if y'all know about the king. Like I said, I'm not setting up no argument until Sunday, but just remember, just Google His Imperial Majesty. Right? And Google what did he do when he got in power. And just try to figure out if there was ever any land set up for melanated people, because I like that one right there, right? Germany paid $33 billion in reparations. Okay. Holocaust survivors got $300 annually. Okay. U.S. gave $12 million in reparation 2015. Okay. U.S. agreed to give Israel over $38 billion in 2016 over a 10-year period. Okay. That's all super interesting. While we are not as enfranchised as wealthy Jewish people, Israel literally pays for their people and those of Jewish descent to travel to Israel. That's all facts. Everything this brother's saying right now is all facts. Israel will also pay for those of Jewish descendancy to move to Israel. Full expenses covered by the state of Israel, which is why Palestine continues to shrink while Israel continues to expand their borders. Okay. I'm telling you, everything the brother is saying is 100% on point. Yeah, it's all right. But the wrong thing is when you say, yo, I'm not the Jews and they're the Jews, because what you did was just give them your shit. And I guess we can go through a bunch of ways to prove it and find lineage and stuff, but I am super interested to see how they found their lineage. Who did they trace their shit back to? Right? Because I hear him with this Bible shit and all this crazy nonsense, right? I hear him trying to trace stuff back to that. But I remember I told you about His Imperial Majesty earlier, right? Go back and like kind of figure out some stuff, right? And he also, His Imperial Majesty said something super important. He was like, yo, I'm from a lineage older than Solomon's. Okay. And I always tell y'all that the Most High, in that same Bible that the Jewish people speak on, the Jewish people pretend to be Jews. Those people, right? And I just recently, me and Empress was talking, and I was explaining what she was telling me about the story, and I was like, damn, I didn't really remember the story, but I remember the concept of when a motherfucker was like, yo, we Jews, right? That was a way to keep from being slain, right? So that was just something that we brought up just recently, so it's super important that this is actually going on. So like I said, I'm going to divulge this whole thing on Sunday, but everything the brother is saying is right. The only thing is wrong is when we make it a race and then you say black. When you just go random as hell, when you say Jews and then you say black. I don't even get the science of that shit. That's like saying cars versus black. And it's like, yo, what about the black cars? You feel me? Like we gotta be kind of cautious about that. But like I said, that brother, everything you're saying is right. So don't even try to bang on me, bro. But you could bang on me though, because like I said, I'm always ready to respond to people that think they got a lot of information. How much and blah blah blah. Have black Americans for being enslaved for 275 years and it's suffering 20 years of second class citizenship, in which we were denied housing, loans, education. Nothing, $0. I'm telling you, like what I'm saying, I'm agreeing with everything this brother's saying. But there's been other underprivileged class in America, right, that was able to rise up. Like I always tell people this. Every time somebody come to me and they say, yo, T, black people are thugs. I'm like, what? Are you sure? And then I proceed to tell them about, do you remember the mafia? Like I've never seen black people fucking control people's city and do that mafia shit. Don't say that black people was thugs and criminals and shit. Italians are thugs and criminals then. That's a stupid. I don't even get that. I don't even get how they was able to like pushed this over on us. Like, nah, bro, it's y'all. It's y'all. It's like, bro, all those mafia movies and all those cartel and all that crazy stuff you show me, that's me. That's all me doing that. That's just me being a thug, and I'm just, how did they even trick us? We melanated people be holding guns sideways, shooting. You see cops hold gun, 2 hands, picking you up. Man, they always hitting us. Like they always hit. Yo, why? How did they trick us into any of these positions? How did they come to you and say, nah, bro, you're not the victim? What are you talking about? We're not who are you a thug, but your brothers are killing each other all the time. Think about what's going on in Chicago right now. They're killing each other all the time, bro. You tripping, T. You talking about all this positivity. How much black people they killed in Chicago? I don't know. But I know that the American government aborts more babies in Chicago than people that's killed. I know that for sure. So I'm just saying, yeah, they killing people too, right? But I don't know who's the thugs and the killers. Like, who's the monsters, right? I'm trying to figure out who's the real monsters, right? I feel like it's like fake monsters in front of us. And we're like, yo, look at that monster right there. Like I tell people all the time, people say, yo, the hood crazy. I'm like, yo, do you know there was somebody in Hollywood that said that he went to Subway to get something to eat? The case probably still open right now, so I shouldn't even be talking about it. But the brother said he went to Subway to eat, and some white supremacists came in. White supremacists came in and caught him. Noosed him up. They was about to hang the brother. But then there was also cases in Florida and a lot of these different places where we're seeing melanated people hung. And we know melanated people don't usually hang themselves. So, situation is tough, bro. It's like, this is what I was telling Sanjay, bro. You just got to say, bro, there's data on both sides. There's data on both sides. There's data that says that people in Hollywood, bro, they be dying weird. It's like a data that says that Whitney Houston and her daughter died like in the same type vibe where they was in the tub type shit. So, what the fuck going on here? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't even want to even be a conspiracy theorist, bro. I think we got to do some more studying. We got to get to the bottom of this shit. But I think the reason why they're not oppressed is not even by how much they got. Right? Even the other day, me and Empras was talking. Empras was like, yo, so why they not being pillaged? I was like, yo, the pillaging happened. The Bible already said it. They got it all in the Bible. They got dates and everything. The same way in one of the stories they were saying, oh, that bro got killed because he started the date wrong. He was supposed to start the date from the other king. Yeah, he was wrong, right? They're not using the Gregorian calendar. They're not using the Gregorian calendar, bro. The Jewish people don't use the Gregorian. To this day, they still not using the Gregorian calendar. The real Jews, they're not using it. They on their same Julian wave. They're on the Julian calendar, I'm pretty sure. So, it's a lot of reasons why they may not be as oppressed. But the main reason is because we pick up this black shit and we wear it like a lack staff. We don't know what it really means. Like I tell everybody, black privilege, BLK, right? You gotta think about what that means. When you look up, you say, damn, look at all that darkness in the sky. It's black matter. You say, damn, everything I see got color. That's black matter. Yes, bro. The only way you even able to see is with black matter. Do you know that little dark little pupil that you got? It looks dark, but you know, like people be like, your John kind of brown. But when you see white people, their John is not the color, and like y'all be like, yo, those are cool eyes. Cool eyes. Those are the cool eyes, but just they can't really see that good. Like if you ever seen blind people, they be having the smoky gray boys, right? Some people have the green faded Johns. Those are not good for picking up pigments. It's not really it's not a black mirror. It's not a black mirror, bro. So, like I said, a lot of people we use black wrong. So the fact that you said Jews and then black, it's like you don't understand black. Like black is everything, right? So if you was to say Masons and then say, yo, but the black people not Masons, it's like, oh, black is everything. Before there was absent of color, everything was color. I'm just telling y'all can actually do the history on this shit, bro. We don't like doing history studies, but I'm not even going like that. That's not even for this cast, really. That's not even for this cast. I just really went off, bro. This is about buyer's remorse. This is about people getting into bad relationships, about people being in bad business. This is about people fucking electing the wrong fucking people to run their country, and now people wanna get out of the position, but you can't. You can't. But you can. Everybody could do everything. Like they always say, with the power of God, anything could be accomplished. And that's all I'm saying. So yeah, you could do anything, but don't let them trick you. But this brother went in, shot this brother out. Like I said, this brother has some good facts. And good facts. Like I said, I'm gonna do this on Sunday. Great facts from this brother.
Bad enough, gas prices are up 10% in just the past month to their highest level in 7 years. The buck never seems to stop with this president, but listen to what then candidate Biden had to say last year when people were trying to stock up on food and goods.
We don't have a food shortage problem. We have a leadership problem. One of the reasons why we're not getting material and food to people's tables is because there's no way to get it transported to there. We don't know how to manage what's going on. We can't afford to let people go wondering where they're going to get their next meal. And so right now, hunger today isn't about scarcity, it's about massive failure in leadership.
And earlier today, President Biden once again pushing his massive $3.5 trillion cradle-to-grave welfare expansion spending plan, even amid this record inflation.
We cannot be competitive in the 21st century in this global economy if we fail to invest. Pay your fair share.
I love Biden, bro. I think this is my new shit. When y'all go on the cast, man, I'm doing that shit at least 3 times. Doing that shit at least 3 times a cast. Hey guys. Buyer's remorse. It's buyer's remorse. You elected Biden, and now you gotta live with him. You gotta live with him for the rest of his fucking time. This is your president. It's your president, dude. Build back better.
Just pay a decent portion of what we lay out in this piece of legislation if you add it all up over these years. And the cost of the Build Back Better bill in terms of adding to the deficit is zero. So when I hear people say it costs $3.5 trillion, to be honest with you, we're probably not going to get $3.5 trillion this year. We're going to get something less than that.
So we got to lie, we got to whisper.
Bro, Biden, if you get 3.5, if you get 3.8, if you get 4.10, my boy, how is it gonna be zero? Why do y'all keep on saying that? What's the obsession with the White House people? Bro, the White House people been doing this shit for months, bro. I've seen Pelosi come out and say, this bill actually calls zero. What are y'all talking about, bro? Y'all just printed money. People have worked so many years, bro. They said, bro, sad to tell y'all some truth, bro. They said some old people not even gonna be able to be retired. It's a lot of retirements. It's not gonna be retirable. Yeah, it's like that basketball player that thought this was his last year and fucked around and had a child at 50. And you see him doing some analyst work. Right? $0. Hey, we're not gonna get the billions, but even when we get 3.5 billion, it costs $0, dude. Pay it.
And we got to backtrack, Katie.
We should roll the show.
That's good. We're good, right?
That's the last thing handle. We got all kinds of things. So the president is trying to blame private industry for not getting the job done, but I did a little bit more research on this problem with the port in California, specifically having all of these shipping containers of not being unloaded. Well, leave it to...
Hey, another funny thing with Biden, bro. Biden did not know. I'm telling you, some people need to bump their head, bro. Gates said, praise to Allah, makes Allah. I had to bump my head. He was just saying, like, motherfuckers don't try to tell him. What he said, you see you about it and make you bump your head. And then he said, praise to Allah. It's Allah. Because, you just, sometimes you have to, those sins, right? Sometimes you gotta sit in your stench. But when there's guidance, it's even worse. It's even worse to sit in your stench when there's guidance. When somebody say, yo, that's a bad president. And you say, yo, nobody knew though. It's like, yo, everybody knew. Everybody knew. Everybody told you. They told you don't vote for that old man. They said that old man was already in politics. They told you that old man was already here. He told you that he was already here. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you guys?
To leftist policies in California to compound problems.
But I just wanted to stress the fact that Biden did not know that it was a good idea for people to work 7 days a week. So I guess the port in Cali said they doing 7 days a week, 24 hours. Biden said, man, that's amazing. That's what we've been telling you, bro. You got to start getting back working. You want some shit to work. You said it was bad leadership. I just heard recently, right? Pete Buttigieg. I messed his name up on purpose. I don't respect these people's names. I don't respect none of their names. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But Pete, I say his first name because I respect Pete. I respect Pete, the real Pete, not the fake Pete, but Pete Buttigieg. That dude right there that ran for president and he lost. He didn't even really lose. He got out. He dropped out like a failure. But he was just saying recently that we're not getting a lot of our stuff for Christmas. A lot of people that celebrate Christmas and stuff, y'all not getting y'all stuff. I seen a meme with Santa and a little girl. Some kids are naughty. They need their coal. They need their coal in their stocking. There's no coal. Biden wants no coal. Biden wants no coal, boy. Ha! That's a fly-ass meme. I don't even know if that was a real meme that I seen or I just made a. Sometimes I just be making shit up because I be one y'all. I think that somebody else said it first.
The Democrats have implemented on the federal level. Remember that California passed AB 5, which eliminates private contractors essentially because they have to be classified as employees. Well, it turns out there's a lot of private contractors who drive trucks. And in California, there are 75,000 of them. So there's this problem now.
We covered this situation when in California, they were trying to do this with the Uber situation. They was trying to become independent contractors. Maybe they was trying to be. It was something weird. I gotta double back on the I double back on it anyway.
Now where there's
contractors trying to get employee benefits.
So they were doing the opposite of trying to be their own bros.
Yeah, because they weren't getting any benefits with the did and laid off of work and all that stuff. Okay. All right, so they was trying to, okay, so, but what she was just saying as far as Cali eliminated the independent contractor shit, AB 5. That's a newer John? Right? Or you think that got something to do with something? Yeah, that's what I figured.
As employees, well, it turns out there's a lot of private contractors on the federal level. Remember that California passed AB 5, which eliminates private contractors essentially because they have to be classified as employees. Well, it turns out there's a lot of private contractors who drive trucks. And in California, there are 75,000 of them. So there's this problem now where these companies who are trying to offload all this stuff to get it across the country can't find workers and drivers who have trucks because California reclassifies them as full-time employees, even though they're private contractors. The White House this week actually has taken the idea that they want to unionize these guys. They're arguing that workers are being mistreated, that they need to be in a union. But these contractors are saying, no, we just want to work for
the we don't need no union, dude.
We're unable to do that as a result of
your bro, buyers, bro, I'm telling you, bro. People don't like feeling gypped, bro, but the shit it's becoming clear. It's like, yo, but hold on. You know there's not a problem here. It's no need for a union. Y'all fucking up. It's not like no employer situation. No. This got nothing to do with nothing. Private contractors, bro. What the fuck is going on with you? Yo, stay away from the White House, bro.
Mistreated, that
Stay away.
need to be in a union. But these contractors are saying, no, we just want to work for the people we want to work for. And a lot of us have trucks and we're unable to do that as a result of your policies. So that is one of the main reasons why you're also seeing a lack of this stuff getting across the country. One more thing. I mean, Joe Biden said this week that people are going to work throughout the night on the highways, right? They're going to clear out the highways to temporary drivers. Where are you going to find the workers if you have all these independent contractors who can't work as a result of this law that California passed 2 years ago?
So Katie did some research for the show today, Brian. Have you done your research?
Show kind of snuck up on me.
Snuck up on bro. So be sneaking up on motherfuckers. Got buyer's remorse for getting Brian on the show. Goddamn.
That tweet, when that was retweeted by Ron Klain, Brett, to drop names, Brett Baer was in doing the radio show to drop shows. And he came in and he said, I cannot believe Ron Klain just retweeted, this is a high class problem. And the thing is, I think what the president misunderstands is that this is the only thing outside the pandemic that you could see in your lifetime that hits every single person. It's just how you handle it, how you handle the gas, how you handle trying to rent a car, buy a car, how you handle trying to buy some milk, some meat. And can you buy milk without meat? Don't think so, because I like to dunk.
Yeah,
it's a long story.
Prussian?
This is why I don't do the cooking segments on Fox. With Prussian, that's good. It would later become Russian. No, Germany. You're right. But what I was saying
Austrian,
is,
Hungarian Empire, it's all the same.
Yeah, Austria, but Prussia would later become.
Anyway, the shelves are empty, Brian.
That's all.
Here in
What I would like to add is this. He just amalgamated everything that they told him before the event. You're not going to get 3.5 trillion. It's going to cost you nothing. It's going to be 2 trillion, but it doesn't matter anyway. It's going to be free. That scares everybody. Even when Larry Summers weighs in and says, "Look at what's going to happen with inflation. This is not the time to spend." And the looming underneath is the oil and gas. He's begging them to start pumping again in America. How dare he when he actually defamed them for the past 9 months?
Excellent point by Kilmeade that the price increases affect everybody in this country, just as the pandemic did.
Yeah, and everybody gets it. When you go get gas and it's 43% higher, I think it was, than it was a year ago, people get that. That's your everyday life, running kids to work and school and all that kind of stuff. And as you point out, we have this headline, and now confirmed by people who are speaking on off the record, that they are talking to the White House about, please produce more gas. This administration has promised to get rid of fossil fuels. They have stopped drilling leases for people. They've talked now about the fact that they may unleash from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, which is supposed to be for super duper, catastrophic events where we can't get oil out of the Middle East.
Man, y'all never use y'all reserves, bro. Whip y'all reserves out.
Are saying, no, thank you. You've been talking about destroying us. We're not going to work with you on this. At least we don't have an appetite to do it.
Get a 4-year contract. Get a longer contract. Get longer.
Yeah, get something out of it, because crude has hit, I think, $80 a barrel here in the U.S. for the first time in 7 years.
Oh, so they already predicted that a couple days back.
When they have an administration who says we're going to get rid of you.
And that's a tough line that we just played from Biden when he was running, that says if you see empty shelves, it's a failure of leadership. I could see that running in every district in the midterms.
The midterms are going to be tough, and they were going to be tough even if we had an easy recovery. Actually, it's just what history dictates about a president, and when they have control of everything, you get 2 years. That's how we got the Affordable Care Act, and then Obama had a really tough time. I was talking last night with my mother-in-law about the empty shelves thing. She said she lives in northern New Jersey, said I'm noticing this more and more, and then we started talking about how during the pandemic, when there were empty shelves, we all understood why. Right, there was a clear reason that we could not get.
Kilmeade was hoarding toilet paper.
Right, which was a mistake in retrospect.
But you still have some, and we're going to need them.
Release the strategic toilet paper reserve.
I myself did hoard toilet paper myself.
Yeah, we all did. No one knows why, but we all did.
I used it eventually. I finished yesterday, basically. But that's something that, yes, every American understands right now. And if you look at the latest batch of polling, even though it seems like President Biden's personal favorability has ticked up in the last couple of polls, you see the CNN poll had him at 50% favorability.
Bro, you don't know. Don't watch the CNN. Don't watch the CNN reports, bro. We just seen CNN, bro. CNN just played a video and lied about it. While watching the video, they lied. Like this, bro. It's so crazy. This dude actually went on somebody's podcast, sat there for 3 hours, just a full interview with him, saying they shouldn't have said that. They lied. And then he went on with Don Lemon and told Don. He said Don. The reason why I'm saying Don, because Don melanated. You know how I feel about melanated brothers. I'm always shouting them out. Don Lemon is on there. He's a homosexual brother too. But Don is on there, and Don is like, we didn't lie. It's for cattle. It's like, bro, you lied. What are you talking about? You lied, dude. The medicine that he took was prescribed for humans. To say that it's for cattle is to say that motherfucking, yo, you took the CBD treat for dogs. No, I just took the regular CBD for humans. Why are you? Why? What are you trying? No, bro, that's for dogs. This is called the dogs. No, bro, they make CBD for dogs, but this is the regular one for humans. Remember, it's for river blindness. These guys one of the guys won the Nobel Peace Prize. But what are you talking about? Don, why are you lying? Like, bro, I'm telling you, y'all gotta stop lying so obvious. Y'all gotta have better lies. Like, y'all gotta come in that bitch like, we was wrong on the last one because you gotta start lying on other people. Matter of fact, lie on people at your network. Like, yo, somebody had the wrong shit on the teleprompter. I ain't read no more teleprompters. Lie about some dumb shit like that. Like, yo, I ain't reading no more teleprompters while I'm reading the teleprompter telling you to say, yo, I'm not reading no more teleprompters. You lie about things that people can't prove. People may be able to prove that shit because we see a lot of y'all been sloppy. We seen one dude get so comfortable with a bit. He was in that bit telling everything. Had his arm up. You know, over there, they be telling us to just, hold on, white guy, what you telling her? White guy was telling the white chick so much. No, it's not about racism. It's a white guy and a white chick. He's just telling her so much though. I was just wondering like why he was so forthcoming with his information. It's like he just never that forthcoming on a news station. It's like, yo, bro, like I feel like this should get you a lot of ratings. Like you think about it, one day he came on and he was like, yo, a lot of these stories that they be producing bullshit.
School boards across the country.
I've been telling them I'm tired of these stories. They even told us to fake the stories. Like if you came on like that one day, or like fuck somebody up where you had the camera and you showed behind you like y'all dumb out, or like you was live streaming, maybe you get fired and shit too. But I don't know, bro. You have a lot more credential doing something fly like that. You were just on a random date with somebody, bro. That just show you how much man need to talk, right? I was just listening to the brother Jason Wilson. Is that his name? It gotta be Jason Wilson. Whatever the brother was saying, I like, man, let me find it too. I don't like saying what people say, bro. People might be like, yo, he didn't say that.
Country have been focused on mask mandates and remote learning for a big chunk of the last year. Shocking new study reveals just how bad things have really gotten for your kids. The report shows that student test scores across the country have fallen for the first time in the nation's history. 13-year-olds are less proficient in math and reading than they were almost a decade ago. That's according to data collected just before the start of the pandemic. Jesse, you've got school-age kiddos. This was before the pandemic. Things were getting bad. How much worse has it been for your kids over the last year and a half?
Well, they're okay because they're in Catholic schools and the Catholics don't play. They were in person.
It's true.
Learning and reading, so we're grateful for that. But in slavery, the ruling class would not allow Black Americans to read. They didn't want them to have an education. Why? Because knowledge is power. And if someone doesn't have that knowledge and power, it's easier to dominate you. And that thinking is still prevalent today. The ruling class in this country and all over the world, they don't want this generation that educated. They want them educated enough so they can do menial jobs and kind of entry-level management, but they don't want them intelligent. So they start asking questions like, where are all the hundreds of billions of dollars that are going into these public school systems that keep failing? Why don't they teach economics in school? Why do they keep failing students and then graduating them to the next class? And you wonder why people can't do math, and then you realize that they're teaching you that math is racist. So there are powerful people in this country that don't care about education. They want indoctrination. They want people mad at the other race, and they want them kind of divided so they're distracted and dumb, so they're not seeing what the ruling class is doing, raiding the treasury, opening the borders, and sending all the jobs to China.
Jessica, that feels very Brave New World. It's very Aldous Huxley. From Jessica.
I always try to look before the show, like, what will Jesse say? And I did not.
Bracelet doesn't take too long.
Did you have down Aldous Huxley?
I did not.
Brave New World.
No, definitely not. And obviously, I vehemently disagree with the comparison to what slave owners were doing and trying to keep people enslaved and working on plantations versus what educators and quote ruling class folks are
Well,
doing. And
think about
don't
it though, for a
defend
second, because you're not allowing people to do charter schools, and now they're saying you don't want parents to have a stake in their child's education. If you interrupt that little power structure that we have set up right now, that unleashes the beast.
You know, we've been talking about how that may be one of the big things in this Virginia governor's race.
It is, absolutely. And there was the comment that Terry McAuliffe made during the debate about this. It's certainly an important issue. We have a ton of charter schools in this country, and Democrats believe that we also need to improve the public schools so that everyone can have an opportunity to have a great education. There are a lot of Democrats who are also pro-charter school. I would remind you to even look at Michelle Rhee's work. Obviously, that's a great example of that. There are definitely failings of the public school system. The impact of not only Zoom school, but the mental health strain of the last 18 months on young people, I'm sure is going to continue to factor into these testing results. And living here, I've been following closely, obviously, what Eric Adams, who will be our mayor come election day here in New York City, has been saying. And Mayor de Blasio had talked about eliminating our gifted and talented programs. And Eric Adams came out and said, A, I don't think you can do that. And B, I would never do that. And I think that keeping the standards makes such a difference, especially in helping along the kids who are succeeding in these systems, and also identifying the kids who may need a little bit of extra help. And I hope that obviously those programs stay and that we see more of that.
Yeah, and Katie, she mentioned, Jessica talks about the mental health issues, and I was reading today.
It's a weird thing they're doing in school right now. Like I said, saying they want to balance Holocaust books. Balance Holocaust books. Yo, you got a Holocaust book? Yo, we need a slavery book, probably. I don't know what they be doing with all this stuff, bro. Yo, stop trying to be accepted by these weird people. They weird all around. And when they accept you, they gonna want to eat you. That's a conspiracy theory. I'm just making some shit up. Don't even listen to that. Right? I'm just using that as a segue to actually get to a more deeper point. Because I don't really like covering melanemic people.
They're like, why is it so important?
There's another melanemic young lady, but listen to this young lady. This is Sage Steele. Right, Sage Steele been under a lot of fire just recently. And what I want to do is I want to listen to Sage Steele. I already got my thoughts on stage, but what I want to also do is I want to listen to a couple conservative voices, right? I may listen to the black brother because I love black brothers. I'm going to listen to my black conservative brother first. And then I'm probably going to also listen to a Jewish brother. Super interesting to watch this shit.
They were wondering, they're like, why is it so important to you to say that you're biracial? I'm like, because my mom's white, she's Irish Italian, and my dad's black. And I'm like, why not? Like, I actually feel like I have the best of both worlds. Barack Obama chose black and he's biracial. I'm like, well, congratulations to the president. That's his thing. I think that's fascinating considering his black dad was nowhere to be found, but his white mom and grandma raised him. But hey, you do you. I'm going to do me.
Joining us now to talk about this is...
Bam! So you heard Sage Steele make some strange fucking comments. And like I said, the fact that right there was focused on Obama, I didn't want it to be focused on Obama. Like I said, she said a lot of crazy stuff. And like I said, this is the only time that I disagree with somebody saying something that makes sense because it's black man hate. Right? So if it was just her saying, yo, I'm biracial because I'm biracial, cool. I'm trying to figure out what was the angle, because that angle makes no sense, because that angle is your angle, right? For saying his dad wasn't there and whatever. You know absolutely nothing, Sage. Right? So maybe you're trying to stand on something, maybe use an argument and use like, yo, I don't want to be black. Fuck that. I'm biracial. And they was like, oh, my bad. And you was like, nah, I'm not on none of that shit. You feel? Maybe you got angry. I don't know. I can't imagine what would make you jump off the bridge like that. It's like your mom asking you, white people jump off the bridge, would you jump? Sage would be like, yes. Because that's what you just did. Your comments made no sense. And like, in context though, right, just me listening to it a little more full, you said the best of both worlds. I don't even know what the fuck that means. I couldn't imagine what that meant. You're Italian and black. I couldn't imagine what that meant. Right? And I don't want to change your history, but I think you should do your history on Italy. Besides how racist the lighter skinned people are, do your history on Italy and figure out actually what Italy is, right? They have, I think Italy talk about Italian fashion. A lot of the stuff they like to use is crocodile skins. There's actually no crocodile or alligator, whatever y'all may want to say alligator, right? There's none in Italy. A lot of this stuff is from Africa. I don't know if y'all know that shit. Italy has no fashion. It has nothing but Africa. So that was a stupid comment. But like I said, these people make stupid comments all the time. They on side. That's what I'm saying. If you try to be a Republican, you're going to sound stupid. If you try to be a Democrat, you're going to sound stupid because you're stupid. You're choosing a side instead of being like, yo, I'm in the middle. Whoever present the best idea, I'm rocking with. It's like you like, yo, whatever they said over there, I'm on that side. They said black male aren't in the home. I'm saying that thing because I have a white husband. I don't know what the fuck wrong say still, bro. Sage, bro. Now, you feel me? Nobody, I don't know. Me personally, I don't care. I don't. See, I'm not gonna crack on you. See, I gotta stop. I gotta stop the negativity, right? Don't battle negativity with
Political correctness
negativity, bro.
continues to run amok in our institutions. So Sage Steele is a really, really talented broadcaster over at ESPN. And she does the
Why? And then this is what I would ask that brother. Why is she a talented broadcaster? Like I said, the one thing I always respect about Sage Steele, though, and like I said, when I heard these comments, I was looking to completely agree with Sage Steele. And I'm not an Obama fan. I just felt like that comment was misplaced. It just seemed like a skinny black girl that maybe just felt like maybe black guys. I don't even get the angle. The angle was crazy, right? But like I've always thought that Sage Steele was a respectful woman. Like when you see Sage Steele on there, she's not like it's a white lady on there. White ladies sit there, titties out on the broadcast. I never liked watching that white lady because she was not really smart. She didn't have nothing to really say. So like maybe I can see why he's saying Sage Steele is talented based on like seeing women over there. But like even with Jamel Hill, I feel like Jamel Hill is pretty good as far as how she give it up, as far as with the conversation piece, as far as on sports. I feel like she's a good sportscaster or whatever. She got some, you know, she say some shit. I don't know. I can't really remember right because I was a big fan of his and hers because I fucked with Michael. And like that, the relationship was kind of super interesting. And sometimes they used to get mad at each other. And I used to like that. I used to like the dynamics. I don't know if they was playing for camera, but the dynamics just seemed real, right? Just seemed like somebody that actually knew some stats and somebody that was like, what? Feelings. I loved it. It was an amazing show. So like I said, I never even was, I'm not a political brother. I don't know nothing about politics, nigga. I voted for Obama 3 times. Yeah, I tripping. But nevertheless, I'm saying I'm not an Obama supporter as far as like with the comments about her saying nothing about Obama. Like I'm not banging on her because she says something about Obama because Obama is my God. Like I'm banging on her because like I'm trying to figure out what was the angle. Right, if somebody just said that you biracial, you just say, nah, well, my mom and my dad was here, but you just said your mom was Italian, so the fuck is the biracial? Well, you biracial, you Italian and black. It's a weird thing, bro. It's a weird thing, because black is fucking black, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you niggas? Like, everything is versus black. Italian versus black. Jewish versus black. What is wrong with y'all, bro? Have y'all ever done the actual history on these fucking places? Have y'all ever seen Russia before the Renaissance? Iconoclast? Go look at the Iconoclast. Right? Whenever they show the Iconoclast, those are like the years of great change, like what shit became like iconic, right? The Iconoclast. That's really what it is. Right? So check them people out. Like even with the Catholic people, the brother was speaking on Catholic Universal. That started with us. Right, and then I was explaining how they said it's Roman Catholic, right? It's Roman. This is the Roman universe, right? Which is why you go to university, right? Because all these things come from Catholic. It's just some type of indoctrination into some type of belief. But, bro, Sage, I just always thought that you was smarter. And like, let me see what white dude got to say about you, because he Jewish, just a Jewish guy. Matter of fact, he probably got a yarmulke on right now. Exactly. He got his yarmulke on. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Look, the Jewish brother, they got their yarmulke on. They're like, yo, you don't have no yarmulke till you're not a Jew. And I'm like, you don't have no locks. You're not a Jew, dude. Like, so we both arguing crazy points. So you stay over there with your practices. I'm staying on my practices, bro. That's what it is. Right? Every time I see y'all with no locks, I'm like, hold on, who these niggas is? Yo, hey, yo, watch these niggas, cuz. Like, that's how I get every time I see y'all come in with the yarmulke on your head. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with these brothers? And it's not because y'all got the yarmulke on your head, right? It's because y'all look at somebody without the yarmulke and say, that's not a Jewish brother. Or he's not a practicing Jew. And it's like, but he got his locks on his head, though. What is he practicing? What practice is that motherfucker practicing? Because I need to figure out why he got his locks on his head. But like I said, bro, shout out to this brother right here. He's a Jewish brother. He has his yarmulke on his head. I'm pretty sure that's what they call it. Yeah, if y'all ever watched that movie, they had the little Jewish boy with his little yarmulke on his head. This yarmulke. I'm sorry, I ain't got the video, bro. But
Sports Center.
I'm gonna have the video later, bro.
At ESPN.
Don't worry about it.
For years, she happens to be a biracial woman, and she was doing a podcast with Jay Cutler. And she made some controversial comments. Now,
that was Jay Cutler. I retired ass.
Pretty openly, somewhat.
Yo, Jay Cutler is a big bum. Big bum from the NFL. Big NFL bum. He's a bum. He's a bum. Jay Cutler, bro, is like the epitome of every time Jay Cutler showed up to work, he looked sad. Every Jay Cutler picture is a sad outing. Jay Cutler's a sad character, bro. I don't know if y'all ever knew Jay Cutler from football. He's a sad character. Every time he shows, he's just like, he got his hair is messy. He's just a sad white boy. He's just a sad white boy, like he's sick. He ain't like a wimpy white kid syndrome. It's not me making nothing up trying to crack on you, bro. This is actually some studies that they got about you. So like you just maybe got just something like that. He's always like disheveled. That's how you say that word. I don't know. Maybe a white person hit me like, no, it's disheveled. I don't know, bro. I'm just saying he always looked like his feathers has been ruffled. Like he just looked puffed up. Like I don't know if y'all ever had a bird, but if you have a bird and like he get angry, like he get puffy. Like he literally get puffy. I don't know if y'all know that shit, but yeah, it's a bird ass nigga right here when I see that Jay Cutler guy.
Sage has. So the notion that Sage Steele was ever really hiding the ball on her politics is untrue. And she's gotten blowback pretty publicly from people at ESPN about it. Now remember, ESPN has become MSNBC with footballs. ESPN spent years broadcasting whatever idiotic
and I agree with everything bro saying.
And then treating them as though they were some sort
and that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what I'm telling y'all about. Y'all could be on both sides because I'm agreeing with bro saying. Everything bro saying about ESPN, I agree with that. I'm just saying some of the comments that she said, I completely disagree with it because I don't even get the angle, right? So maybe I have to go watch the whole podcast. I didn't know something from Jay Cutler, so I have to type in Jay Cutler Sage Steele interview. Like I've just been reading the transcript. I didn't really watch it, so I need to see her, right? It's like watching Joe Rogan and seeing him laugh or being like, he bullshit. Maybe she was bullshit.
Of Moses on the mountain moment. Anything dumb and left that athletes say is projected into the stratosphere by ESPN. It's
all
anchors.
facts.
Spent 4 years making overtly.
This is what I'm saying. This is all fact. Like I'm saying, I completely agree with this brother, right? And he's completely agreeing with Sage Steele right now. So I'm just telling you, like, how there's nuances and things. That's why when Sanjay kept on saying that, I was like, that's interesting to say. But like, why don't you tell him to stop throwing shots at bro? Like, there's literally nuance right here. So like, you can literally let him know, like, he's not stupid. He actually got a point. He did some more research than you. You don't know anything. You waiting on me as a chief correspondent, but I don't know nothing either. I'm reading books just like Joe
comments
reading
about Donald Trump, for example, to very little blowback. Unless they said something so extraordinarily outrageous that it drew like intense fire, pretty much every day was just dominated by lies about policing in the United States or about systemic racism in the United States. And the ESPN went woke a long time ago. So does Sports Illustrated. Like the entire sort of institutional sports media is way to the left. Virtually all media, maybe including political media. Sage Steele is an exception to that, right? She's tweeted some things that tend toward the conservative. And while she was on with Jay Cutler, she made a couple of comments. She made one comment about Barack Obama. She was asked by Jay Cutler about Barack Obama on a census form, saying that he was black as opposed to biracial, which he is, right? Barack Obama is biracial. His mom was white and his dad was black. Sage Steele is also biracial. and her dad is black and her mom is white. And here's what Sage Steele had to say.
So now I'm trying to figure out. So it's Italian people, white people? That's why I was super confused. I've been confused since day one. That's what I was trying to figure out. So I'm glad he said it. He's saying it. So that's like me saying, yo, Brazilians are white. They're Spanish. I think maybe you may infer something stupid like that. Or maybe me saying Dominicans. Like, what's the white angle? Like, how the fuck does Italians become white? Her mom is white. She's Italian. That's what I'm saying. The angle really is not. It's not a comprehensive angle. Like, the reason why I have such a big problem with it is, and maybe they could say, yo, T, this was in slavery day, bro. You bringing up some old stats. We're not on none of those stats, right? But they were saying 1 drop of melanated blood make you black. And I've always heard people say, yo, black people, we accept people too much. We accept people too much. And the angle that they're trying to use is that's we're trying to make people black. It's almost like we know that people want to be cool like us, so we try to be like, nah, you black, bro. You feel me? You don't have to do too much. I feel like that was the angle a lot of people probably use it, say, like, look, girl, we know you black. I'm just trying to figure out this angle that they use. This is a nice angle. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. You could agree with everything and disagree with some things, bro, all the time.
And she's like, well, what happens when you fill out your census? I'm like, well, I don't know when the last time I filled out my census was, but if they make you choose a race, she's like, what are you going to put? I go, well, both. She's like, well, you can't. He goes, well, what about Barack Obama chose black and he's biracial? I'm like, well, congratulations to the president. That's his thing. I go, I think that's fascinating.
I just heard you say this, young lady.
Okay, so how dare she point out the reality, which is that Barack Obama, characterizes himself as purely black as opposed to biracial, and she literally says in that clip, you can do what you want, right? That's fine, but it's interesting how he characterizes himself one way as opposed to another. Okay, fine. Like that is a fairly inoffensive comment. When I say fairly, I mean like completely. There's nothing offensive about that. Right?
Yeah, the angle of her saying that if he chose this or this chose that, that's completely fine. Where it becomes offensive is when you take it off the object and you start saying things like, yeah, bro, but your dad wasn't even there, though. Why are you using his last name? Like, my dad was there. My dad actually got stuck in a foreign country, and I used to talk to him every day. I think my dad was actually, when I was 7 years old, I actually went and lived with my dad for 4 or 5 years. Those are my greatest years as a youth. That's what I'm saying. Like, white people, bro, I understand that y'all got y'all angle. That's why I be trying to tell black people, yo, don't agree with them at all. They're not here for you. When I say don't agree with them at all, agree with everything they say. That's right. Disagree with everything they say. That's wrong, nigga. Don't just be like, yo, you said that, I'm rocking with it. It's just that you have to think about it. Yo, think about this. Just think about this simple thing right here. They say they're Jews because they have on yarmulkes. We say we're Jews because we wear the locks that was prescribed to the Nazarites, right? They say they have their locks when they have the side little wiggles, right? We say, yo, when you outside, make sure you wrap your head up in a turban, blah, blah, blah. His angle isn't wrong. I'm just trying to tell you that if we both just got angles and we never say, well, nah, bro, how could you really be a Jew when to be a Jew, you had to really be black, bro? Because you got to be from those original tribe of people, bro. Like how y'all missing that angle, bro, that there was original people and there was people that converted to Judaism, bro, which these people did. Like, I don't know, bro. And I'm saying, like, even that right there, bro, you can say that's offensive, right? Because now I'm saying something and you can be like, no, we didn't. We have been Jews. We have been practicing Judaism since we left heaven. I'm just showing you that's when things get offensive. When I say things that maybe I have an angle. I'm like, yo, I think that I'm a Jew. I know that I'm a Jew based on the studies, and I know about Yaqub, and I know about the whole, you feel me? I know about the whole wave. So I'm like, eh. And you saying, yo, but you're not using these Jewish words. We want to learn all the Jewish words. We know all the texts, all the Hebrew texts. We read all the Hebrew text, bro. All we read is Torah portion. All we reading is a Torah portion, brethren. And I'm like, yeah, that's all we reading. That's all we reading. Right, but it's still a book, so we may study the Tanakh just to see what's in there. Right, so I'm just trying to figure out, like, him trying to act like he don't know what's offensive is why I have a problem with white people. That's my biggest problem with you melanemic motherfuckers. I hate cursing, but with you melanemic people, my biggest problem is this. Somebody created Black Lives Matter, y'all created White Lives Matter. Motherfuckers say, yo, that's racist. Y'all say, what? Bro, what is wrong with you, dude? Yo, imagine even if you started that group on your own over there, bro, with your own name, we won't have no problem with that. We started a movement with our name. And like I said, I don't stand by the group at all. Because the group don't represent Black Matter. Right? I'm a Black Matter matters. I'm a Black Matter nigga. That's the type of nigga I am, bro, right? And what does that mean when I say that? Matter, nigga. You know what matter mean? What are you talking about, bro? You went to fucking school. You went to school. You was in science class. They tell you about matter. Right? So you know what matter is, right? You heard about the Big Bang Theory. You know what matter is, bro. You heard about somebody getting his brains blown out, bro. You know about brain matters, bro. You know what matter mean, bro. Right. Black matter. I don't know what lives mean. Black lives matter. Because lives and lives is the same thing. Right? And live is just evil spelled backwards. Black evil matter. It seems like that's what that says. Because what they say is, yo, take the father out of the home. We don't need structure. Right? We're dismantling. Right? We're dismantling the nuclear family. Tired of nuclear family being around. We're hitting a nuclear family with an atomic bomb. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So like, I don't agree with Black Lives Matter either, but I'm just telling you like how I can see racism from white people, bro. How I know that every time that they say something, you have to be like, yo, they're lying. And it's not that they're lying, right? They just got their own angle on life, bro. They can't survive in the sun. You need the sun to survive. They say they Jews because they throw yarmulkes on their fucking head. You say you a Jew because you got your fucking locks in your head. Y'all can't survive together, bro. So you just gotta understand, whenever they speaking, you gotta take the things that's completely objective. The things that's completely on top where it's just like, yo, this is the truth, this is that. We can take that. But when he start making his opinion, like he just played the clip, that's all we really need to take from him. Everything he's saying right here is opinionated, right? So we'll be able to debunk it and just kind of throw our other angles at it. But, you know, he was just saying, yo, she said nothing wrong. And I'm like, but she said something completely wrong because she don't know Obama's relationship with his father. So to say his father wasn't there is only to say that you got an angle, right? Because you don't know anything about this man's personal relationship with his father and why he considers himself Black, or his upbringing, or why he considers. I don't get the angle. He was raised by his white grandmother. So what if his white grandmother told him that he was Black? And to never call himself biracial, because biracial people would never make it into the kingdom of heaven. What if he's one of those religious brothers that he say, yo, I can't be biracial? The Most High say, yay or nay. The Most High say, yay or nay. I don't know if y'all read the scripture, but the Most High say, yay or nay. The Most High don't like people be like, maybe. He don't want nobody being lukewarm. He hate lukewarm people, right? He wants you to just be like, yay or nay, bro. Just like, yo, you rocking with it or you not rocking with it. Like, don't be like, man, I might be rocking with it. Most times he's not here for mites, right? Mites go before everybody else. Edomites, Jebusites. Anytime, if you ever get ite at end of your name, he coming for you. Take that mite out of your name, bro. Because you try to be mighty. You faking it. You faking it. So, like I said, I could always see the good in white people. I be hearing people say crazy shit. Y'all gotta stop saying that too. Y'all gotta stop saying y'all got good white friends, bro. They're people, bro. Everybody got good friends, bro. Good white friend, good black friend. It's like what I know some good white people and white people. Y'all didn't. No. I'm just saying, like this brother right here. He said he's a Jew. I don't even know if he considers himself white. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is he white? Is he? What the fuck is this white shit about, bro? Black Matter matters, bro. Is all I support, bro. I'm not no part of Black Lives Matter, bro. But I think that he is tripping, bro, because he don't understand the angle that white people come with every time. So just know that me, whenever I'm speaking for Black Matter, bro. Only matter, bro. Only Black matter, bro. I don't give a fuck about lives or lives. Whatever that means. Because backwards, that shit is evil, bro. I don't want it by me. I'm going to stay away from it. But I'm just saying, like, when I hear white people saying white lives matter, I'm like, damn, look, they trying to do the white evil too. It's two angles of nonsense. Black matter. If they try to say white matter, you say, oh. White matter, what is that? Where's it at? All right, so it's an angle to keep people out of your shit. We got to start using the right words to keep people out of our shit. I've never heard a white person try to be a Jew because they got shits. Like the way they trick y'all, they can't trick me like that. They can't come to me and be like, "Yo, T, but you ain't got your yarmulke on though. You're not a Jew." Okay. And like I said, I'm gonna look at them and be like, "But you don't have your locks." You're not a Nazarite, bro. I'm a Nazarene. So maybe I may not be a Jewish person. I'm a real person from the actual tribe. I'm a Nazarene too. So I'm separate from the actual tribe. So like I'm in a holy place of a holy place. It's like a double holy. You know about King Solomon's temple because I know y'all practice. That's why I'm never gonna bang on y'all because y'all actually do the study, right? So me talking to you right now, you probably understand this when they go into Solomon Temple and he got it set up where he got the Holy of Holies, the different subsects of how you walk into the temple. First, you go to the first veil and then the second veil. And, you kind of get on the Jewish side of the topic. But
for her to say that she, who has the same racial status as Barack Obama, chooses to write mixed race on her forms and Barack Obama does not, is sort of culturally interesting. That's true. That is kind of a culturally interesting thing. And it demonstrates how our society tends to box people in to single race thinking as opposed to the reality, which is that a huge number of Americans in the United States are mixed race, and that continues to grow year on year. There's nothing particularly controversial.
Like, what if Bob Marley, right, knowing that his mom got raped, was like, yo, I'm really a biracial brother, though, Bridget. You know what I'm saying? Nah, yo. What is wrong? Yo, bro, it's nobody's boxing us in, bro. We've been doing this since we was... You as a Jewish man, I don't hear you walking around saying that you're whatever the fuck other shit you are, bro. Because you got other shits in your ass too, motherfucker. But you're not doing that. That's why the brother asked the question. Like I said, this ain't even supposed to be for this cast, bro. This is the Sunday divulging, bro. I'm going to talk about this all on Sunday about these fucking people faking it, bro, and why they're getting the benefits of everything and why we seem more oppressed. We're not more oppressed. Not more oppressed. We just, like, it's like saying that, it's like, yo, bro, why you seem angrier than that dude that didn't get robbed? It's like, what? I'm not oppressed because him getting no land or nothing of that. I'm oppressed because I know the truth. So the people that think they're oppressed, that don't know the truth, y'all are oppressed by oppression. It's people putting that on y'all, telling y'all that y'all can't do these things, telling y'all that this and that and this and that. The problem with a lot of other motherfuckers, they upset because they like, yo, how the fuck did these motherfuckers convince other motherfuckers that it was them in the book? How the fuck did they convince y'all that it was them in the book? And then I hear them saying, yo, we're not white. I've heard Jew people say that, bro. So they cannot be standing as being white. So I'm just wondering, me looking at this guy right here, I would say he's white. How the fuck can he say Sage Steele mom and Barack Obama mom are the same thing? They both from Italy? Maybe, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Obama mom was born not in Italy, nigga. I can guarantee she wasn't born in Italy, bro. But maybe she got Italian blood, bro. So I don't fucking know, bro. But white people, bro, y'all got an angle. And maybe y'all not racist in the sense of like, y'all racist, bro. Everybody racist.
About that.
Y'all racist.
And then she had this to say about vaccine mandates. So ESPN, Disney, they put down these vaccine mandates. Like a lot of other major companies in the United States, Sage Steele is very critical of that. Here's what she had to say.
I respect everyone's decision. I really do. But to mandate it is sick.
Mm-hmm.
And it's scary. So I get it to an extent, but I think the mandate is what I really have an issue with. And I don't know. I don't know what comes next. But I do know for me personally, I feel like defeated.
Okay, and ESPN decided that they were going to suspend her over this. So they issued a statement on Tuesday saying that Steele would not return to the network for a week, foregoing her noon spot on SportsCenter, and has been removed as host of the 2021 ESPNW Women in Sports Summit, taking place October 18th through the 20th. So that's interesting. They said, at ESPN, we embrace different points of view, dialogue, and discussion that makes this place great. That said, always that said, but we expect that those points of view be expressed respectfully in a manner consistent with our values and in line with our internal policies. I don't see anything disrespectful.
Yeah, like I said, everything else ESPN standing by is back to the liberal agenda. Like I said, I don't think she should be reprimanded as far as business go. I just feel like maybe as fans, maybe as people that may be black man, you should say, yo, I don't really support Stage, but who do you support? Do you support somebody that say, yo, you should mandate the vaccine and Kyrie Irving should be kicked out of the NBA? Right? Do you support somebody that says, you feel me? So there's always an angle, bro. And I know we always say, man, bro, we can't support these. You know, because I always tell Empras this. Because there is conservative brothers that I watch. And like a lot of them got white wives. And I'm like, yo, these niggas be having all this great black on black knowledge, nigga. And they be with a white person. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But then like I said, with the woman, right, with like a Candace Owens, she be on the black on black. Like she got some great black knowledge, but then she got a white husband. So it's always weird with us. But there is a brother, Sebastian. He's Italian. And his wife, I'm pretty sure, is Jewish. But you feel me? He looks at it as, nigga, Jews are basically Italians. Like, I can't remember his angle. But, you know, he's a comedian, right? So he just make fun of everything just to bring light to the situation. So he was saying that Jews are basically done, nigga, after breakfast. He was just saying, like, nigga, you can't really tell me nobody going to no, like, Jewish spot, nigga, to eat some fucking food that they tell you about. So he was just saying that the Jews and the Italians will work good together. 'Cause, you know, Italians, they like to cook. They like to cook, I guess he's saying. A lot of things they saying that they like to do is always weird because I'm just looking at it as being us, bro. We got to take our rightful place, bro. Like I said, we could do our blood tests and whatever we want to do, bro. We could do ancestry, whatever y'all want to do. What y'all should start doing is once you get it back, start actually acting like that. So next time you get your fucking study back, your study say, yo, I'm what? For real? Man. Yo, the one lady in politics said she was a Native American. They brought her studies back. Her studies was low. Her ancestry done, her blood test was low, bro. I'm pretty sure she ain't have no percentage. I seen one dude on Crowder pretending to be black. I guess he got his studies back. He was wearing dashikis and hats and everything. I'm telling you, but the reason why we see more oppressed brothers because we don't know nothing about history. White people don't know history, black people don't know history, nobody know history, but we know less about fucking history, bro. The least you know, bro, the least you own. I heard the brother MLB and say, yo, we all on the motherfucking plantation. White people just in the house. Y'all had that whole house nigga shit. They said that you couldn't be in the house if your dick was swinging. Damn, I was very vulgar about that. White people, I know y'all was in the house. I know y'all was in the house. Y'all fucked up. Nah. But this shit. Back to the serious point. But he was just explaining that. who was a house nigga there? Like, who was actually in the house? Was what he was trying to figure out. Because nobody could be in the house with their dick swinging. That was one of the main reason that made you an outside guy. It was like, yo, what's wrong with that black dude? Black dude tripping. Hey, put him outside, man. Dude right there, man. That's what they was saying, like, back in their days. So, when we use these terms, I think we misuse them a little bit. Right, but I think we misuse them because I see one of my brothers, he's rocking with the Sambo. He's rocking with the Sambo, and like, I understand why he's rocking with it because of the new studies that came out. You know, I see some other brothers saying, yo, Uncle Tom. There's different angles.
I want to add this. I seen a post on Facebook, and it was saying that there's no such thing as black on black crime, and then someone was like explaining in the comment section, and he came back and he says, I appreciate you asking for an explanation, bro, but my reasoning behind this statement is that we don't use this term in regards to white on white crime, Asian on Asian crime, Mexican on Mexican crime. The only reason we use it is because white America coined the term to divert the conversation from white racism. Most crime is committed within the race. There has more to do with proximity. When we use this term, we are implying that blacks are inherently more criminal, and that isn't true. And that's the same thing that Dick Gregory mentioned a while ago in regards to the white man and him telling you, or him recommending that you move next to the white man in order to experience white on black crime.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And that's all facts, right? And that just go back to, this is what I was just saying earlier in the show when I was saying, it's so funny that they was literally able to trick us and tell us that we were the thugs while showing us on TV Mexicans and all these other fucking people do these fucking heinous crimes. But then they was able to say, bro, but look what you doing in the neighborhood. It's like, bro, you telling me that in history, motherfuckers took, like, the whole New York that as we know it now was completely different with these mafia niggas. They had shit called Hell's Kitchen, Little Italy, and all that shit going on up there. With it, they still got Hell's Kitchen and all that stuff. But I'm like, how did they possibly convince us that, yo, you know what? It's y'all committing all the crime. I'm seeing it. It's you. Y'all killing each other. How the fleck did they convince us that shit, bro? The same thing when they say, yo, but we don't have no labs. We didn't make these drugs. Like, what the fuck is wrong with, like, how are they continuously convincing us that, yo, it's y'all though, bro? Look what y'all doing. Look what y'all doing. All them guns y'all got shooting each other. Oh, snap. My dog down the street, you know what? He manufactured guns. He's a gun manufacturer. I'm glad that y'all gave him his motherfucking license and to manufacture. No, he doesn't have a gun manufacturing license, bro. He doesn't manufacture guns, bro. We didn't get these guns from him. We got these guns from you, killers. What are you talking about? Right? Me and Empress just had watched something just recently where they was talking about America, right? How they got their serial numbers on everybody. Shit. So niggas in Afghanistan riding around with American weapons. They said that niggas got some new shit in Afghanistan, like American guns. Like they adding pieces on. You know these Afghanistan niggas do. Yo, y'all ain't watching this shit, bro. Y'all probably think it's a fucking joke, but it's a joke because they convinced us. They said y'all, bro. It's y'all. I'm looking at it. It's black people. Y'all committing all the crime. They just convinced us that, yo, it's y'all that don't want to take the vaccine. I'm like, what? It's us that don't want to take the vaccine. All the protests, nigga, it's us. What the fuck, bro? How do they keep on getting us into these dumbass fucking standpoints, bro? Like, white people, take us out of it. I'm telling you, that's why I speak so separate from y'all, because I'm telling y'all have an agenda. I don't care what y'all say. Like, I don't hate y'all. I love y'all, actually. I have good white friends. It's just some stupid shit to say, bro. I tell you, bro, humans are good, bro. I don't think that black or white changes it. But I do think that black or white changes your interests. It's what I really, really think. So I think if you can't survive by the sun, you don't really want the sun too much. And I think that if you need the sun, you need the sun. Like, it's just two different people. Like, you can't be like, yo, bro, we could live together, really. How? No, we can't. So, right, black people need to be in the south, white people need to be in the north. It's just what it is, bro. Black people that's in the north, y'all need to get the fuck out of there. The reason why is because Y'all can't survive there. It's too cold. And with it being too cold, you live in buildings on top of buildings and blocks. Like you live in weird little settings, bro. You don't have nothing up north, bro. Like you can't go outside and just cut down a tree and just have a bunch of firewood. You can't do that in New York. You can't burn no fucking firewood in your spot, nigga. I guess you could set the trash can on fire. Niggas be doing that shit in New York a lot. I seen one of my dogs do that shit. And I say one of my dogs, not nobody I knew, it was a white person, right? But me and him cool, right? So I see him do it. One time in New York, he moved back to New York. He was supposed to be standing in the spot, some shit bill raised, and he just had to burn trash cans for like 3-4 months. A white dude, right, in New York. So things happen, bro. Things happen, but it's just super fascinating how they always able to come to us and be like, bro, it be y'all destroying the property. I'm thinking about it. It's like, what? This is us destroying the property. What do you mean by that? And then like just go look at their stats. Like even when the CDC came up with some weird stats talking about how black fathers are greater than white fathers based on attendance and things like that. I was trying to figure out what the angle. I was trying to figure out if they were trying to go get black fathers to be motherfucking something weird. This is an older study. It was like 2017. And if you go back from that date, I think that studies had a standpoint, but like I said, I'm gonna cover that a little bit more on Sunday. I don't want
about what she said. She was giving her opinion on vaccine mandates. It seems much more disrespectful that you are forcing her to get a vaccine to continue working at ESPN and forcing people to continue like that's what's more disrespectful? A person saying you will be fired unless you take this vaccine that you have questions about, or the person saying I think that's sick that you're doing that. Which one is more disrespectful? Seriously. Now listen, ESPN's a private company; they can do what they want. With that said, would they have done this had the situation been reversed and had the person who was speaking been hypercritical of President Trump or been hyper sycophantic toward Barack Obama, which ESPN was for literally all the years that Barack Obama was president? I had serious doubts about that. The reality is that the heads of ESPN are all to the left. ESPN is attempting to cater to a particular crowd. That crowd tends to be toward the left, demographically speaking. And so Sage Steele has to pay the price for that. She put out a statement saying, I know my recent comments created controversy for the company, and I apologize. We're in the midst of an extremely challenging time that impacts all of us. It's more critical than ever that we communicate constructively and thoughtfully. So that is
yeah, like I said, I people stressing the point. The only person, like I said, I literally agree with pretty much everything she said besides that angle, because I felt like that angle was a personal attack, and she don't really know Obama's relationship with his father, right? So that's why I feel like it was the suspension was nigga, what are you talking about, right? You should be arrested and murdered in this country. Nah, I'm just bullshit. But I'm just saying, you can't just be criticizing people presidents, bro. Like, you know, if you was in another country, you couldn't do that shit. Y'all gotta be thankful for America, bro. Y'all gotta love America every day. Every day y'all wake up, y'all be like, man, I love America. LinkedIn just had to leave from China. LinkedIn was the last company that left. Twitter been banned for a decade. Who else is over there? I'm pretty sure Google was over there for a little bit. A couple people was over there, but they was gone. They been gone for a little minute, and LinkedIn was the last surviving motherfucker. LinkedIn gone now, bro. So people not taking that shit no more, bro. It's buyer's remorse. So like, y'all gotta understand what y'all got over here in America, bro, and don't allow this mandate shit to ruin it, bro. The more they say, yo, this is mandated, next time they're gonna be like, yo, I've been noticing people been stubbing their toes. In college, I guess people were twisting their ankles. They made ankle braces mandatory. Ankle braces weakens your ankle because it's fake support. So now your ankle don't have true support. Think about that shit. Think about it. I'm telling you, I say I'm going across the board today with this buyer remorse shit. You went to college, you need to sue them. You got weak ankles? Sue your college. Everybody should be lining up right now to sue their colleges. You two, I'm lying, bro. You two work. You can sue colleges. No. But what they did was they gave us ankle braces, bro. And if you go do the study on ankle braces, they said you shouldn't wear them unless you have a twisted ankle. Like it's literally there to support a bad ankle, bro. You shouldn't be wearing ankle braces as a preventative measures. Yeah, because it gets your ankle used to walking with support, and you just can't work. Same thing with knee braces. They say that you shouldn't wear knee braces too long, right? You should always get the body used to performing without it, right? Because it develops these. The body's super malleable, right? So you will change the whole environment. The body will say, you know what? If I'm black, I'm gonna die. I need sun, bro. I gotta be white, right? So that's why they talk about the Great Migration. They talk about these people getting stuck in some ice age or some weird shit they made up. And when they got stuck in the ice age, after all those time, they was in caves and they end up losing their pigment over the time. And they was in the ice age, so it was really nothing to eat as far as fruits. So they started eating animals and laying with animals and stuff like that. I don't know. Don't worry about it. Nothing major.
Mandates are forcing Americans out of their jobs. The Brooklyn Nets banning star player Kyrie Irving from all team activities, including playing any home games in New York City until he's vaccinated. Kyrie could wind up losing millions over the season, depending on how many games he's forced to sit out on the sidelines. But he isn't backing down. Kyrie says he's standing his ground against his own team.
What would you do? If you felt uncomfortable going into the season, when you were promised that you would have exemptions or that you didn't have to be forced to get the vaccine. I'm staying grounded in what I believe in. It's just as simple as that. It's not about being anti-vax or about being, on one side or the other. Like, it's just really about being true to what feels good for me. I chose to be unvaccinated, and that was my choice. And I would ask y'all just to respect that choice.
So, Greg, he's not just making the argument that this is a personal health choice. He's also making the argument that the goalposts were moved on him.
Yes.
So the season started, and then they changed the rules, much like Biden said there wouldn't be this federal mandate, and now there is one.
Yeah, he made his decision with the best intentions. He did not see this coming. He ran into a fearful NBA. Every step now is dictated by lawyers who are operating with the ominous threat of liability for everything. Add to that how the media has turned this into a left-right thing, and he becomes suddenly like a sacrificial lamb. You got to go back to how disconnected our actions are from risk. It doesn't matter that an unvaxxed child has the same risk as a vaxxed middle-aged person. That's a fact. That was from the New York Times. It doesn't matter that a healthy, lean athlete has a different risk than an elderly, obese person. We know the risk factors. The key risk factors are age, the older you are, and weight, if you're obese. But we can't even broach these topics. So instead we have these blanket mandates that are just completely wrong. And I mean, if you is
What about Kyrie Irving?
Do you want to call him
talking
stupid?
about everything in the
Do you want to call him
encyclopedia
stupid?
except the defiant.
I mean, do you want to call him stupid?
I want to call.
Because you want to.
I will say this.
to.
I will say this. When people make a stand like this, and it's costing him and his family and his children $400,000 a game, there's something else going on besides his.
Yeah, it's called bravery.
His repugnance over.
Maybe money is
vaccine.
bravery.
That's bravery.
Maybe money is
bravery. That's bravery. It's against the law in San Francisco to be unvaxxed. Against the law in New York City to be unvaxxed. So he's going to be the only one in the stadium.
It's not against the law.
So it's against the law.
It is not against the law.
It's illegal. There's no law.
It is not against the law. That is not accurate. There are mandates about where you can and cannot go. It is not illegal to be unvaccinated. Also, being unvaccinated.
I went to Del Frisco's, the steak place, last night. There were two gigantic bodyguards at the door. Both of them had big masks on. And they said, "Okay, Geraldo, let me see your vaccine passport." So I'm walking, I'm lame. I try to get my wallet out. Craig's helping me. Finally got.
That's a funny thing too, because we come from the background, nigga, that everybody that we really rock with as far as in the black community came up warring with these knuckle draggers. I'm talking about Khalid Muhammad was warring with Sean Hannity. That's Fox News. Sherzad Ali was knocking this man Geraldo Rivera head off. That's Fox News. But the interesting thing about Geraldo Rivera is before he was the dude on Fox News, he was somebody prior to that. So everybody got these impressions that they do, I'm guessing. But you know, when you become locked into these company contracts, that you say, yo, this has been working. People on this network like me as this person. So, you know, he doesn't change it, but that's super weird because he used to be a, like I said, when I first discovered him, because a lot of the stuff that he was doing way was before I was born, but when I first discovered him, it was really Shahzad Ali just knocking his head off. Bop, bop, you don't know nothing about nothing. Bop, bop, you don't know nothing about nothing. Bop, bop, you don't know nothing about nothing. Right? And I felt like back then he seemed really, I want to say democratic, but no. But it's still a liberal standpoint with the man and woman thing. So that one is super weird. But nevertheless, like I said, it's super funny that all these motherfuckers look at, like, as far as the people that I'm, you know, look up to and like listen to a lot of their lectures and things like that, them people was going at this brother. Like I said, going at Geraldo, going at Hannity, going at damn near all these motherfuckers over here. It's another one that just retired not too long ago.
Show that I'm vaccinated, and then my test to get into the steak joint across the street that I've been going to for.
So why? So you feel because you're being punished, so should he?
I think that rules are rules. You know, I don't like going 65.
I saw you as a.
I don't like going 65 either. You know.
And Fox has always done this. I don't know. I guess this is another angle that they've always used, but they've always had this type of thing. They had my brother Quanell X, the brother Quanell X from the each one. It's the Huey P Gun Club be with them for sure. He's not with the Huey P Gun Club. He might be with the new Black Panther Party. I don't think so though. Nevertheless, the brother Cornell X, they'll have him on there versus a white dude, and you know Cornell be on the standpoint where he's like, "Yo, you white boys, y'all ain't shit." And she's like, "What, black guys? You always say that, but you guys are killing each other in your neighborhood." He's like, "What? Killing each other, nigga? You killing you?" You know what I mean? So it's just Fox always had that type of shit. So Geraldo is literally playing right now. Like if you really see this, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad because we know he's playing. But like I said, he's just trying to divulge. And he's trying to expound on the conversation because if somebody came in there and was like, "Yeah, bro, yeah, that's fucked up that they're doing it to Kyrie," we'll just stop at that and be like, "Man, I can't believe they're doing that to Kyrie. I can't believe that." Even we'll just keep on repeating the same thing. But now we got somebody like, "Yo, bro, no, he needs to work his job. What's wrong with that guy? He's not putting his family first. He's putting his health first. He cares about being alive in 2 years."
Sleepy Joe. Oh, I'd rather go 85. I'd rather go 105. You know, but the laws. Yeah, I think that this guy is wrecking his life right now for no real reason, and it's absolute stubbornness based on.
So Jesse,
principles.
Jesse, there are a lot of people who have a lot more to lose, who don't have millions of dollars, who have stood their ground and quit their jobs or have been fired by these companies giving in to all these mandates, who are standing up for this. And I think when these politicians put these mandates in, they really underestimate what people are willing to do to stand up for what they believe in, especially when it comes to their personal health.
De Blasio put the mandate on New York City. That's why this is happening. So let's remember why. I understand the Nets GM doing this, though. If you have a guy who can only play in road games, he has to sit the bench. He's going to sit the bench every single home game in Brooklyn
And that's what I'm saying. That doesn't even make no sense, right? He's getting paid by the fans and the attendance here, but he's only performing when he leaves. Like the fans are not gonna like that. Like I said, so that's another angle of buyer's remorse. Like I said, it's bad relationships, it's bad business deals, it's just bad across the fucking board, bro. You feel like you're getting gypped. You're like, bro, all these home tickets that I goddamn bought, I can't travel. I can't travel. Like me and Empress was saying that people shouldn't even be playing people with these little taxes, these jock tax. Stay away from jock tax niggas. Anybody charge it, stay away from them. Fans would be mad at that. I'm just looking at it as the more buyer remorse we have, the more change we'll be able to get. Right? So the more motherfuckers can come out and say, yo, I'm not standing for that, the more likely somebody will be like, yo, we're not standing for that either. Until then.
The rest of his teammates play, and the whole crowd at the Barclays Center yells at Kyrie Irving, and then he goes back on the road and then plays road games. This is a team sport. This isn't tennis. This isn't golf where you're out for yourself and you can pick your tournament. You need chemistry. You need the offense to flow well if you're going to make a run at a championship. And Kyrie, he recruited Durant. He recruited Harden to come to Brooklyn to make a run at a title. And all of a sudden now he's going to say, you know what? I'm not anti-vax, I'm not pro-vax, so I'm just going to sit out half the season while you guys moved everything in your lives to come here and win a championship.
That was before the mandate, though.
But there was other things going on in his life last season.
Well, you know what? He should have just said, this is what I would have done. I would have been a little cute about it. I would have said religious exemption, medical exemption. But instead he just comes out and says, I don't know how I feel about it. It's just not a strong enough stance to make people understand.
He didn't say he doesn't know how he feels about it.
And like I said, just they're just trying to bring light to a situation to just kind of show people how to. Because that was CNN doing. I tell you, when they was playing the Joe Rogan clip, people that was thinking was like, stupid. This is Joe Rogan actually saying something. He said that he got over the illness. Like, why are we not focused on that? Their audience is like, yo, that dude is stupid. That dude said he's not going to take the vaccine and he's going to get infected first. Right, that's how they look at it. So the angle is the angle, but Jesse is saying when you come out, bro, you can't just be like, I'm not sure about it, or I'm not anti-vax, or you feel me? I'm not on either side. I just feel like we should all just respect each other. It's like, yeah, I think so, right? That should be super logical. People should be like, yeah, we should. Nah, they're not gonna believe that. They're not gonna believe that, bro. You gotta let them know, bro. You super religious. I'm a native Indian, bro. I'm a native Indian, bro. Right? You gotta have some type of angle, bro. You can't just come in there and say, I'm not sure about it yet. They're gonna be like, yo, we not sure about it either, nigga. If nobody not sure about it, we all might as well take it. How people be thinking. A nigga be thinking like, if we all go, if I'm gonna die, we all might as well die. Nigga drink the poison and pass it around instead of being like, yo, I'm gonna taste it first and then I'm gonna wait and then we're gonna see what's happening. You let everybody taste it at the same time. Jim Jones, the whole community. Right? If anybody know about Jim Jones, and that's weird that the rapper chose that name. The rapper chose that name and pushed death on us his whole time. The whole time he was in he was in office. He's still in office right now. He actually was hanging out with Tekashi 6ix9ine randomly. Like I said, nothing biased because I know a lot of these guys personally, right? I've had personal conversations with them. I've been in personal situation with them, but how do we choose these names and not have no explanation behind it? Like, how aren't we doing interviews and expounding on these thoughts? Like, I chose this name because of this reason. Oh, this is my name. They always call me Jimmy from a child. Remember, I just seen the dude from CNN lying on Joe, and I called him Jim. Right? So I was just robbing Peter to pay Paul. That's all I was doing.
He said, the choice for me is this.
Yeah, but it's about him, not about the team that he signed a contract with.
The worst thing about getting vaccinated, because the worst thing about this is we now have created an artificial division. A couple years ago, it was race versus race. Thank you, CNN. It was gender issues, but now, Geraldo, you're mad at this guy.
I am mad at him.
You're mad at him
because he's not just hurting himself.
No, but what
he's hurting everybody like Jesse who invested in the Brooklyn Nets.
You're being played. You are being. You're pitting.
You're being stubborn.
No, I'm trying to explain.
You're being blockheaded.
Can I finish my point? You are being manipulated to disagree with somebody. This is an artificial division, and we shouldn't play into this. This is what the mandate did.
Right. Well, I don't know why they couldn't do daily testing, right? So maybe you can do that in a lot of places. If you're not,
they're not doing that, ma'am. Did you just not hear the white dude? It's not about race. Not about race. That's why I'm trying to stress that shit. I'm trying to Clear that shit across the board. The white dude, the fucking important doctor nigga that I just played from Redwood. He told him, he wrote him a letter like, yo, I just do the daily testing. They didn't even get back to him. They said, yo, that dude wrote us. Delete his message. Fuck is wrong with him, bro? He's not doing the daily testing. He's getting vaccinated. Oh, we're not talking to him, bro. What's wrong with that man? That man crazy. That's all they're thinking, bro. So for Kyrie to try to say, he already tried. That's what I'm saying. All these things, people already tried them. But because I know y'all aren't looking at Kyrie as a damn, all right? So, you know, everybody got an angle. There's angles, bro. I'm angleless.
Not vaccinated, if that's the rule, like that
I'm
guy can place work,
angle
you can get
black.
daily tested. And the tests, you know, however much they cost, it's probably going to cost, it would cost them less to do daily testing than I think to lose the guy for a season. But here's also, I wrote all this stuff down about risk-benefit analysis and consequence, so I'm not going to talk about that because you already did. But this is a guy, you know, he speaks his mind, and you might not agree with him. In 2020, he was all for calling off the whole season so that people could go out and speak about racial injustice. So he stands for what he believes in, and you have to respect him for that.
Or he's got something else going on besides basketball.
You don't know. Somebody told me he's about to get traded anyway. All
Right,
right.
and you know, people always throw a little extra dialogue in there just for fans' sake, but the generalization of everything that we need to get out was basically conveyed right in that message. And like I said, it's just buyer's remorse, bro. Buyer's remorse, signer's remorse. Because when you buy a house, you sign, right? Kyrie technically bought a team in the sense that he signed to a team. Me and Empress was thinking about this for two reasons. They said that Florida don't have a jock tax. Right, and to be specific, the Orlando Magic don't have a jock tax. Florida is also not mandating vaccines. It's not as bad as y'all think it is. It's a free market. This is a competitive market. This is what competition should look like. Those teams that's mandating vaccines, I don't know how y'all keep on getting baited in. If you a vaccine nigga, or if you just like, yo, bro, I don't study nothing, bro. I'm not studying nothing. I'm taking whatever I'm taking. I'm just doing it. What the fuck you talking about? You bugging. Cool. If you study and then go to these states, I think it's only 3 states. It's only 3 states that's really mandating the vaccine, bro. Right? I'm pretty sure New Orleans is in that shit.
Vaccines or jock tax?
The vaccines.
New Orleans is mandating it?
Yeah, I thought they was, but that was the jock tax you were saying that they was in on. Okay, so it might not be, and maybe New Orleans good too. What about Detroit? Because I know in Detroit, Gretchen. What I'm trying to think about is all the Democratic bros. Would they start mandating it? There's no team in New Jersey. All right, yeah, but that's a super interesting point. I would really want to figure out if it's some type of, because all I'm thinking about right now is, bro, this shit looks lucrative to leave. Like, even when I hear people talking about Kyrie thinking about retiring and this and that, and ain't no reason, bro. Ain't no reason. But let me slow down. There's one greater reason. Because you realize that this is all a game. And adults don't play games too long if they want to be super successful. You use the leverage, right? You use the celebrity, you use the name clout, you use all those things that you gained from this other environment. Brock Lesnar does it all the time. Right? Brock Lesnar did that to go to UFC. He was in UFC. He wasn't that good, but he was big, steroidy. You know, he'll maul you. but he wasn't really talented. He was a wrestler, right? So you punch him a couple of times, he ain't taking no punches that well. But then he also, what happened though? He was under contract. He was under contract with the World Wrestling Federation, and his name was under contract. So he was using that name with the UFC. I'm pretty sure what it was is the relationship that Dana has with Vince McMahon. So I'm telling you, like, a lot of that business deal, those are done, and that's why you have to do business like that with friends and family. Business got to be nepotism, like, right? Because you need people around you that kind of thinks like you. Somebody that's like, well, bro, we're really in this shit to make money. Right, we shouldn't mandate it, right? If people think that it's important and that message is important, we'll just put out the percentage of people that's vaccinated, right? What they do in sports all the time, and maybe I shouldn't say this, but what they do in a lot of these sports is, say you show up, you 6'2", they put you 6'4", right? And the reason for doing that is everything is supposed to seem like it's not attainable by the regular person, even though a regular person isn't 6'2". He damn sure ain't 6'4", right? So we just continue to put those heights up and continue to put those leverages up where it's like, man, I could never be that, right? So it's nobody that they have their height short. That's not super attractive, right? Because it'll make you think that you could do it. So they say, nah, you can't do it. So it may be a 5'8" guard or 5'10" guard, and they say, yo, he's 6'1". That's 3 up. So they always have these number games that they play, and that's what I was saying with the stats. When you go check the stats, you'll be able to actually make an informed decision. The same thing right now with these mandates. If we go look at what's actually going on, we say, yo, everybody not mandating it. I could move over here. Because what we have to understand is also our leverage. Like I said with Kyrie, if you just want to retire just because you understand there's a bigger picture, that's fine and dandy. Right, but if you just want to sit there and you like, man, I'm trying to play, I'm going to sit out until they change the rules for me. I don't think we should super focus on that because there's other places that we can get we can have that revenue at, right? We can bring value to, and we could also bring the idea of, I'm not on that. And what's super important by that, niggas don't talk about Chris Jackson too much. Chris Jackson changed his name to Sharif Abdul Rahim, I'm pretty sure. I don't be forgetting these names all the time. These wasn't my favorite brass. Like, my favorite brass is Kevin Johnson, hooper from the Houston Rockets. So like people that I fought with, I kind of kept up with it. But like Sharif, I love his game overall. Right, Chris Jackson was straight up hooper. And the first time I ever discovered him, probably me watching Smart Guy. You know, I watched TV shows, nigga, so I probably watched Smart Guy. He was in the episode, nigga. He showed up to a game, or maybe I was watching That's So Raven. It was one of them fucking type of fucking black shows that nigga brought him into a game and the crowd, oh, he came out there busting ass. You feel me? So, but his story was he was a hooper. They got highlights him going busting Jordan ass, right? He was inconsistent in the sense of there's a lot of politics surrounding the basketball game, which would take a lot of the attention away from what he was actually doing on the court. So he was inconsistent as far as stats, right? As far as the stats would go. But he stood up on something where he was like, I'm Muslim, I'm not standing for that, blah, I'm kneeling. They said, yo, you can't kneel. He said, yo, I'll just stay in the locker room type shit. I said, nah, you can't do that. You got to be out on the court, blah, 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 blah. He ended up retiring. He never played basketball again. He plays in the 3-on-3 and things like that. Like I said, things are still fun. You still want to do things, right? But we got to get into a position, bro, that we get more economically sound. Right? I hear people saying, teach trades, teach this, teach that. Brothers, we could teach everything. We could teach a nigga how to build a space. Yo, you wanna have space in your house? That's how you do it. that ain't gonna change nothing, right? The only thing that we really need to teach in the West, right, based on Western living. If not, let's just go to the East. Let's go to the East and just thug it out over there. But if we're in the West, this is a capitalistic society. We have to figure out ways to be economically sound. That should be the most important thing, right? You could be a doctor, you could be all these things. That don't mean that you're a businessman, you know about economics. You could be a lawyer, you could be anything. That's what I'm saying. So when you say a Jew and a black, that's the same way I think about being something and being rich, right? Or being something and being smart, or being something and being economically sound. These are just adjectives, right? These are things to describe things. But is that the right shit? I don't even know what adjectives mean. I just be making the fuck words the fuck up, bro. But I was just saying that.
Adjective is descriptive terms.
Alright, bro. See, that's perfect, bro. See, that's what I was trying to tell the people. See, I be making stuff, but I be right on point. So yeah, when people say like white and economically sound, it's like, yo, have you ever listened to some white people? You know, that's why black people like throw out stats. But there's more white people on food stamps than black people. So like we know these stats, right? There's stats out there, right? Yo, what you talking about, bro? They're not smart than us. That's like we know these stats, and like I said, some black people throw it out there like that. Yo, you know, the highest person to ever score in the ACT, smarter than everybody, was a black person. You know, the highest IQ was a black girl, smarter than Einstein IQ. Like people, we throw these things out there, right? Because we all try to just compete, and we try to let people know, like, yo, we sound. We need to teach economics, bro, right? We need everybody, no matter what you is, what color you is, what you do, what religion you is. The Jewish people from day one, nigga. I heard the brother Eric say he was in the bank one time, nigga, and the Jewish kids had a field trip in the bank. All came to set up a bank account, right? So we gotta put that shit back into the community. Like, I think we lost that from the book. I remember one day I was talking to one of my brothers and I was telling them that I use the Bible as my economic guideline, as far as like there's a scripture, and me and Empress went through and pulled it out one time. Like I said, I always tell it from, because there's always different perspective from it, whereas the Most High came, he gave the brothers the silk pants. One brother buried the silk pants. And matter of fact, no, the silk pants was about feeding your swines to the pig. I mean, don't give something to the swines, your jewels to the swines type shit, because the nigga buried his linen, because we used to always wear linen. That's the only thing we wore. And the most I always say, you wear 100% of whatever you wear. So if you're wearing cotton, you wear 100%. If you're wearing polyester, 100%. But in America, what they like to do is they like to mix fabric a lot. Every fabric that we wear most of the time is usually mixed fabrics. We got to stop that shit. So a lot of the stuff that whenever you come to the Black Purple, we try to make sure we get a lot of those 100% cotton. But like I said, sometimes you get the blend, because it's, people it's kind of hard to tell them what's right. So you let them choose what they want, because everybody should have a choice, and that's what we still believe in. So even when it's with our business, if we like, yo, this should be like this, everybody should have a choice. So your choice could be to go somewhere else where you like, yo, I like to mix my cotton up. I need my cotton with like polyester, like I like the polyester inside. It's like, yo, I don't really care about the Most High. So that's what I'm saying. We just need some type of economics and some type of spiritual system too. Because with the Jewish people, they got the spiritual system where the Most High conveys all these ideas in the spiritual books, right? In the Torah portion, there's scriptures on all these different ways of investment, different thoughts on investment. Like I said, even another story with me and Empress read, where it was about the master leaving, and he left everybody a certain amount of money. Last nigga, he left the least amount because he knew he was going to do the least amount. And when he came back, he did the least amount. That nigga kept the money in his hand the whole time. And he looked at the master and was like, Master, I know that you plant you harvest what you don't plant. And just a bunch of nonsense, almost dissing the master. Like, yo, master, I know you ain't really got nothing, though. Like, what the fuck? Master, like, bro, I left you with this shit to flip. Right? First, bro, flipped it. Blow. Second, bro, flipped it. But Master said, next time I leave, I'm leaving both of y'all with more. Third Master said, next time I leave, I'm leaving you with nothing. Matter of fact, you fired, my boy. Master, and I'm not sure if Master got him up out there, but if I told the story, like I said, these are just stories just to implement wisdom. And all you're getting, get wisdom. You got to get wiser. Right? You got to always be able to hold knowledge down. So I hear people saying, like I hear people talking about trades and all this different shit. Nothing wrong with it, right? But it's nothing better than being economically sound, because even if I motherfucking, if I got no trades and all I know how to do is play video games, if I'm economically sound, I can find some way, somehow, right, to monetize this. Right now, we're in this generation of everybody talking about monetization and monetize this and monetize that. Niggas are literally playing video games on Twitch, right, and having millions of subs. You feel me? Just having people just in there just watching them just talk because they play video games, right? So if you economically sound, because those people, it's not saying that they've made it, right? They may have viewers, they may have money, they may have different things, but they don't know how to monetize it. The system isn't automated. They have to work to get all that income. So, you just got to understand, bro, and we're understanding this growth, right? And that's the greatest thing that we can always get. And like I said, with a lot of this buyer's remorse, it comes from lack of growth, right? A lot of us, we're looking at the situation, and you can't fool a motherfucker. Bob Marley said you can fool some of the people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. I'm just telling you, you can't fool all the people all the time, for sure. You damn sure can't fool all the people at once, right? You can feel all. You may even be able to fool all the people sometimes. It may be in instances in everybody's life on the planet that you were able to fool them, but you cannot fool all the people all the time, ever, bro. Never. Every time you come out with a news story, as much people as it is on your side saying, yo, this is the Bible, there's other people on the other side saying, nah, we already got a Bible. Nah, we're not listening to Biden on nothing. Biden want to what? Give free money out? No, we tried that already. That's socialism. That's not going to work. There's people on both sides. People say, yo, you trying to mandate the vaccine? I'm not part of that. I'm talking about actual CDC members, like motherfuckers that's been on the board, like high ranking motherfuckers, not motherfuckers that's just, I'm just in the building and they told me that I'm in the building because I cleaned the elevators. I need to, and no disrespect to those brothers, right? Because those brothers also stand up for things also. But these are actually people. These are chief people, chiefs. These are chiefs in their groups easily, and second to third ranks in the whole system that's walking away, right? Because in their mind, based on what they know, they say, yo, we need more studies. We need more studies before we even decide to even say that word. Because we don't do this with nothing else. There's no other vaccine on the planet or any other treatment that we come out and mandate. But I did hear the brother bring up something. I don't know if he was talking about Lyrica, right? And my mom, with a lot of her pain, at one time she was taking Lyrica, and she's always been like, man, that's not my shit. It makes you feel strange. It makes you feel like you just feel strange, like you're not here. It's like you're dead almost. You're dead, and your body looking at your body. He was saying that, what's the name of the drug? I don't want to say it's Lyrica because he wasn't saying Lyrica. But whatever the name of the drug was, bro, it worked for something, but it caused heart attacks. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And Merck knew it. And they still kept pushing it. He said Merck spent, and that 1 year, Merck spent more than Coca-Cola and all these other niggas on advertising. Mind you, these are prescription drugs, meaning that you can only get it with a prescription. Meaning somebody literally have to tell you, yo, go get this. because it's the best thing for you. They spent more money than Coca-Cola. How does that even make sense to us? How do we even pass it by like, oh yeah, bro, it's advertising? It's like, bro, do you know that they can only get it from a prescription from a doctor? We advertising what? It works or it don't work. What are you talking about advertising? It's supposed to be something to cure something. So now when you see all these doctors, go get this, go get this, you got to sit back and say, okay, that's why the investment was so much. They say Mark Zuckerberg invested upwards of $400 million into a lot of these companies before the election. I'm just telling you, bro, the story is not what we think it is, for sure, right? A lot of the story hasn't been told. That's what the Rastas always say. This is the part of the story that hasn't been told. Right? So even when the Jewish people come up there and they say, yo, we went through this and we went through this, they told a story. There's only one part of the story that hasn't been told. It even says in the scripture about the part of the story that hasn't been told. The Jewish people, I'm pretty sure they said they 10 of the 12 tribes. I can't remember what number they said, how much number they said, but they said there was a particular number of the 10 tribes. But with that being said, man, I ain't about to give y'all no ear beating like this, but I just hope it was a lot of gems and a lot of stuff we was able to take away from this cast as far as buyer's remorse. And you got to understand that everybody has a certain limit where they could be pushed, right? And I see a lot of people, they just feel like people have to tolerate them. I don't know where we get that system from, but we got to stop that shit, right? Just because I elect you don't mean that you got to be the president, right? Just because I do business with you, man, don't mean that me and you got to share business plans. Like, I just may not like you, bro. Me and you just may be doing something that's beneficial for both of us, and we just got to understand that at times. And, you know, me, based on me being an empath, I don't like that. I'm an empath. Everybody says I'm bullshit with you. I just like bullshitting with y'all, bro, because I feel like Joe Biden. I feel like if I bullshit more, I get more people fucking with me. So for the next 10 minutes, I'm bullshitting. Next 10 minutes, I'm bullshitting. Matter of fact, let me go do some bullshit right now. What y'all like? What everybody liking right now? I heard Empras saying everybody liking some shit.
What?
Like, so as far as music.
The Hillboy.
Yeah.
As far as copyright violations.
Oh nah, he deadly. Hey, I be wondering when y'all artists be putting the instrumental on y'all joint, y'all be wanting niggas to freestyle over it. Cause I know a couple artists be doing that. Like they be having the official beat and they be like, yo, jump on this shit. Right, so I'm not sure if that's the let me see if I can hear my tongue. Niggas got buyer's remorse. Niggas got buyer's remorse. Can't believe I let the buyer nigga had a choice to choose somebody better. I chose buy the nigga. Now I wanna wet him. Damn. That's fucked up that I said that. Now the police might come for me. They might try to get my head cracked. But I'm playing when I said that. I ain't trying to get Biden whacked. Biden my dog. Biden made the crime bill, he arrested y'all. That's my dog, y'all. I ain't trying to get him wet. I'm trying to show up and give him a fucking check. Break some bread with his son. My dog got some crack, I know he wants some. Hunter, shout out to you, bro. What you got going on? Hey, we in the booth. Niggas got buyer's remorse, you do too. I remember we had a cast when we tried to school two dude. We tried to tell two dudes they was wrong, but they ain't know what they was gonna do. But they voted for Biden, so you gotta sue too. Them two dudes, you gotta go talk to them. Cause they put that nigga in office. They help him put you in a coffin. So you gotta go talk to them too. They was on the cast telling me I was tripping. Telling me maybe I'm racist or something. I don't understand what the case is or something. But it seemed like they got a case of amnesia. Cause they partying, nigga, like it ain't even going on. It's a supply shortage. I know shit is going home. Back to China. Y'all done fucked up. Y'all done got Biden in and he done lied to you. Biden is buyer's remorse. Y'all done got Biden, now you hoarse. Your motherfucking throat like you can't talk. Like you got a frog in your throat, nigga. Y'all don't want to say nothing no more? Where y'all at, nigga? Is y'all on the dro? Niggas high. Niggas must be high. Niggas must be high. Niggas must be high. What's wrong with y'all, bro? Y'all got buyer's remorse. Y'all not fucking with Biden no more. All that talk about Biden, where y'all at? And that's a funny thing too, because you know some people they try to double down. I wonder if y'all out there, y'all were like, bro, I'm about to double down. What we're talking about? Like we're not on Biden no more, bro. Biden is a good president. Okay, bro. That's the thing. I don't want nobody to think I'm against him. I want everybody to come on here and just remember what they said though. I don't want y'all to switch sides, bro. I wouldn't try to switch sides on y'all. Like, say if y'all came on the cast and I was telling y'all some shit, and you came back and be like, yo, you remember you said this? Either I'd be like, damn, I did say that. That was wrong. You right. I'm not doubling down though. Y'all be doubling down too much, bro. Now we told y'all gotta be careful. We told y'all that a bro say a bro was lying to y'all the whole time. A bro told y'all that if y'all didn't vote for him, y'all wasn't black. Biden go embrace it. I said Biden go embrace it. Big B shit. If you ain't voting for Biden, nigga, you ain't a black. Black matter. I'm on mama big B shit. Biden in the office fucking shit up. You voted for him? I said you voted for him? I'm on my big B shit fucking shit up. Biden in the office got the hiccups. But you voted for him? Yeah, you voted for him. I had a bruh on the cast telling me I was on some shit, nigga, on that gas. But guess what? I had the last laugh. What the fuck? I'm still laughing right now. When I'ma cry, I don't know. I cried the night that you voted and you didn't know. But now I'm laughing, bro. Cause people see you though. People see that you were wrong. You thought that Biden had the plan, nigga. Now you wrong. You got tricked. Yeah, I told you so. Yeah, bro. This not a cast about me being like, damn, bro, I feel bad for everybody making a bad decision. This not one of those casts, bro. Everybody make bad decisions. Life keep on going on. You just gotta make sure you keep on going on. But you voted for that man. I said you voted for that man and now you sick. I'm on my big B, Biden big shit. You voted for Biden, bro. Everybody feel bad. R.I.P. to you. R.I.P. to you. R.I.P. to you. Think about what y'all did. Y'all made a bad decision. Y'all made a terrible decision. Y'all chose to vote for somebody because y'all didn't want to vote for somebody else. You should just sat out. You should just been one of those niggas like, yo, I'm ill, but you chose to have a stand. You gotta stop that shit. Nobody should have stands, especially not you. And the reason why I'm saying especially not you is because you voted for Biden. The reason why I'm saying not you because you voted for Biden. No way you vote for Biden and say, yo, but what you talking about? I was thinking. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. You came on the cast and you told me that Biden said that Trump wanted the good old boys to hunt us down. And then we showed you that was wrong. And you said it again. You said it twice. I want Avant. I want that Avant. I used to listen to that Avant. Somebody gave me the Avant CD when I was a child. Right? Somebody gave me that Avant CD. And on that Avant CD, it had the instrumental, right? It had the song and it had the acapella. The coldest shit somebody ever gave me. I don't know if I'm gonna get banned for this. I don't think Avant doing that type of shit. Y'all made a bad decision. You only got 3 years left. Just 3 years. What the fuck is going on? I came home, all my stuff packed up. 3 years left. I can't believe I voted for Biden. This is what this motherfucker doing. He in the office. And he talking about supply shortage. I only got 3 minutes. Biden, what you talking about? Supply shortage? Bro, y'all got tricked. You thought Biden had a plan. But guess what? He didn't have no plan. That's why he told you that if you were black, you were gonna vote for him because you were whack. Bro, we have to stop being that person, bro. They really set us up like that. My bad for pausing. Matter of fact, Avant, I'm gonna play you in the back. I want you in the back while I'm speaking to these people because I only got a couple more minutes on here. I only got 3 more minutes on here with y'all. Y'all voted for Biden, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it at all, right? The only thing wrong with it is that you told me that the reason that you voted for him is that you knew what you was doing. Instead of telling me that the reason why you voted for him is because you don't watch nothing and you exactly who they thought you were. Matter of fact, I need to find that clip. Because I can run. Damn, I need to go put my shit on the charger, y'all. I'm out of here, bro. I'm about to play this clip. They are who we thought they were. Alright. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. And I'm out of here. Biden, this for you, bro.
The Bears are what we thought they were. What we thought they were. Played them in preseason. Who the hell takes a third game in the preseason? Bull. We played them in the third game. Everybody played 3 quarters. The Bears are who we thought they were. That's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook. The Bears are what we thought they were. They're what we thought they were. We played them in preseason. Who the hell takes a third game in the preseason like it's bull? We played them in the third game. Everybody played 3 quarters. The Bears are who we thought they were. That's why we took the damn field.
Big B shit. It's a B behind me.
They crowned their ass.
But
they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
Say that again.
They are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
Say that again.
Yes.
Nah, OG. Did you say that? Hold on. Nah. You're not saying nah. Oh, nah.
But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
They are who we thought they were, bro. And we let them off the hook. We let them off the hook, bro. All I can say is thank y'all for coming through and sitting through this amazing show. Just know that y'all let them off the hook. Y'all let them off the hook. We told y'all, right? We came on here. Who takes somebody, bro? We spoke about this on the night of election, bro. We spoke about this who speaks about something every night leading up to the election and not be serious? They are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook. You let them off the hook. I let them off the hook. Everybody let him off the hook. Now you hooked up to him because he's hooked up to an IV. Damn, Empress, look.
Sorry, guys.
Look, they are who we thought they were, and we let them off. Everybody is starting to figure out. Look, those are the gods. Those are the gods that just fell. They didn't fall like Satan, right? They just tumbled. Just a little tumbleweed. It's a little tumbleweed. They are who we thought they were, bro, and we let them off the hook. I just want y'all to just know that shit. And we spoke about it on the show. And I hate the fact that a lot of people just kind of said, yo, whatever, bro. Y'all just saying things because maybe y'all are not from the black community and y'all not part of Black Lives Matter. We're not. Black matter only. Never support Black Lives Matter. Black matters only. I don't know what the fuck is lives or lives. Lives backwards evil. Stay away from that shit, bro. Black matter. They said that the motherfucking atmosphere is made up of 99% of black matter. Black matter, bro. Without that shit, you don't see none of this shit, bro. But I don't know if you doing something swaggy, Empress, to end this off, but we about to end this show off, man.
Yeah, I have some bars.
Go ahead.
I guess I can do acapella. What they going?
Oh, you got some beats. You ready for some beats?
Nah, I'm just gonna do that.
Man, I'm throwing the beat out, man. You only got 4 minutes.
What she said.
You're not rocking with 4 minutes, though. You're not looking for no 4 minutes. What type of beat you looking for?
I don't know. Whatever.
You probably looking for like.
Catch it.
I could see you looking for like a Drake type beat. All right.
I like that first one you was playing.
Nah, but I was playing the first one. So that's that young boy. Yeah, I'm about to go play that young boy right now. Before we get up out of here, bro, we about to hear this song right in this song. Turn down song.
Let's fade on the keys.
What they gonna do when they can't choose you? Waking up with the most high on the no vacations. Or that new vaccination. Moving on purpose. Not with the vacations. I can't catch it. Yeah, but I'm just talking about and say what they gonna do when they can't choose you. Waking up with the most high. On that fly gal trip. You see what I wanted to play on that, but it's a fly trap, but I can't fucking do it. But anyways, no vacations or that new vaccination. Moving on purpose, but not those expensive purses. Wishing, telling the truth came easier to a white lie, blackmailing, rat racer, and blind-eyed paper chasers. You got no... You got no mind. What the hell? Something happened right there. They reworded my John. You ain't got no mind. The calm before the silence is in full black. Stop with the lack. You got caught backtracking, and it's about that time you get to packing. Big B shit. Quit with all that lacking. You have always imagined.
Big B shit. Always like a nigga chose by the night you fucking seasick. Like you on a boat, nigga, with a seasick. You niggas is tripping.
That's what it is. It says, what you gonna do when they can't choose you? So that's Trump. Ain't no re-electing doing any of that shit right now. You got 1,000 plus days before you can re-elect Donald Trump. And then it says, waking up with the most high on that fly trap shit. No vacations or that new vaccination. Moving on purpose, not into those expensive purses. I mean, dressing these materialistic females that fucking voted for Biden on the guise of fucking Kamala Harris.
I like Kamala. She went to a HBCU. She lied about knowing Pac, nigga, leave. Like, bro, people be lying to us, bro. Still, she knew Pac, bro. Bro, people lie to us. They just lie to us, bro. We could just check their history and be like, hold on, but y'all wasn't.
Wish telling the truth came easier to a white liar. Niggas who tell white lies.
Hey.
Blackmailing, rat racers, and blind eye paper chasers. So you can see, but you can't see. That's why you're blind eye and not just blind. You got no mind. The calm before the silence is in full black. Niggas is afraid of silence, so that's why I put that there instead of storm. Because when you think of storm, you think of loud, and it's a silence that's gonna kill people more so than the storm. Stop with the lack. You got caught backtracking. Now niggas is backtracking as far as they voted for Biden, and now they're like, yo, and it's like, no, you can't. There ain't no backtracking. Keep going forward. And it's about that time you get to packing, move forward and get out. Big B shit. Capital B. Quit with that lacking. If you spell black with lack in it, I can't stand with you. I'm sorry. That's why the Black Lives Matter movement is lacking in every way possible, because they have that word in their title.
Every time y'all
and
say
you have
that
always
y'all
imagined.
black.
Mine is all, and you literally manifested all this shit.
Every time y'all say that y'all black, y'all immediately become fucking whack. Like, bro, a black brother said, why are we oppressing the Jews? Aren't, bro. Jews aren't nobody, bro. They oppressed by me. Every time I see them, I'm like, bro, y'all faking it. So everybody.
Wait, who? Jewish?
The fake you think. Thank you, Empress. That's what I'm saying. But the people, like, imagine saying, like, bro, they bro, imagine living a fake life. What are you talking about? They're not oppressed. But it's every day they wake up and they try to figure out how to be you better than you. What are you talking about? They're not oppressed. Bro, it's a hard life. It's a hard knock life. They want to be you so bad, bro. They practice all your rituals. They say they got locks. They got little locks on it. Bro, they want to be you. And we want to be blacks.
Concerned about them.
We want to say what they got. They got some money. And, bro, do you think that money and shit helping them, bro? Look, Thomas Sowell, like I said, and this is why I would tell you about these conservatives. They always marry white people, but Thomas Sowell has some fly doctrine, though. He ran through the stats, and I love stats because stats show you that it can be done, and he showed the Italians and all these other people that came from other countries. Remember, I was telling y'all that slaves didn't start in Africa. These were Slavs. These was not us. But nevertheless, these people came from wherever they came from. They even tell you the people that started Ireland and that stuff. The Irish people, they like the brother Tyson Fury talk about being a gypsy and things like that. This is predominant in these people culture where it's a lot of criminals and war criminals and stuff like that. So these people flee to new lands to have a new life. So that's what we're witnessing right now, bro. These are warlike people, and they're tricking you and telling you that you're the warlike people, and then now you're adopting fake values. So now they got you fighting a fake battle. You want to be tougher than them. We not tough. They tough. We leaving that tough shit up to them, bro. We're not getting caught up into their weird world, right? Because they're oppressed and they're sad. They don't have abundance. They live in lack. That's why we tell y'all gotta stop supporting that black shit. Y'all gotta stop saying that word. Y'all gotta say it, but y'all gotta know what y'all mean, right? Say what you mean and mean what you say. So when you say black and a nigga say, how can you say black people are oppressed then if black is everything? It's like, I'm talking about the African Americans though. All right, say African Americans, right? That's why Empress was saying the other day, ADOS, like just like choose your group, but don't say black, right? Because that's a vague term, and I'm like, we whooping their ass everywhere, right? Even economics, I was just telling you about economics, right? With one of our articles, we explained that whenever they say they in the black, they up. They come in and say, you guys, we're in the black today. Nobody say, what the fuck, niggers? Nobody says that. Everybody say, God damn, the Most High is here today. That's exactly how they look at black, right? Whenever the judge come in and the judge on is black, the judge is like, I'm the Most High's representative today. That's what they tell you about. Go Google the black pope. Figure out why before this recent pope that we have now, they didn't allow Jesuits to become popes, right? This brother's a black pope. Just figure out a lot of these history. You really figure out how they use black. They love it. They love it. They wear it as a badge of honor, and we wear it as fucking sin. Lack with it. Yo, I'm lacking with it. Look at me lacked up with Biden. No, bro. We not lacked up, Joe. It's just BLK. It's just simple, right? It's just black, right? It's just from the beginning. It's just from the beginning, bro. It's just from the beginning. It's just how our people rocked out. We really didn't rock with a lot of lack, right? But we use the word black just like we use the word camp, KMT, right? So we use a lot of these 3-letter words, and it's super important to use 3-letter words because of the importance of numbers, numerology, and the importance of structure. So the 3-letter word is super important also. So yeah, but the 5 is good. The 5 is not bad. The 5 is not bad at all. But the 5 with lack in the middle of it is terrible. Like, it's all lack. Only thing that's not lack is the B. Only thing that's not lacking is your B. So you might as well just take your B and just leave that nigga the fuck over there with his lacking. Just take your B. Whatever you need, your billions, your baby, whatever you need, just take your B, bro. Just leave that brother over there with his lacking. And that's the main thing we gotta do as melanated people, bro. But I just want to thank us, bro, for just being so amazing, right? We striving, but definitely Sunday, bro. I just have to. I have to find like 4 articles because I really just want to show y'all that we're being tricked. The only reason why they're not oppressed and we're oppressed because we think that they got money is what made them anything. Bro, before they had $1, bro, they was claiming that fucking land was supposed to be theirs. If you go listen to these people speak, bro, they run down the Bible history as if all these things happened to them already. The same thing that Beta Israel do. The same thing. Y'all just not doing it right. So y'all are like, nah, what? Yo, no, they're telling you that, yo, we was pillaged by Egypt. And then we was pillaged by Esau. Then we was pillaged, like they're telling you these people from the Bible that pillaged them. It's like, yo, but that's no history of that. What you talking about? Nobody did that to you, dude. What is that? No, it's no history of that, bro. What you talking about, bro? Around that people, nobody. And it was like, yeah, but it was somebody with the name, like me and Empress, like I said, me and Empress was reading the story with Esther. And it was Mordecai. But there was no Mordecai, but there was somebody with the name M, like Marduk or some shit. And it was like, yeah, see that name right there, that's Mordecai. It's like, that's what I was saying. People, it's just different sides. It's different sides from historians, like actual like archaeologists and all these people that's going back actually studying shit, bro. It's not like just a bunch of random motherfuckers like me saying shit like, yo, bro, no, bro, they did. No, people are literally saying, nah, bro. No, around the time that she's talking about, it was a king named Cyrus. And then she was talking about the time it was Darius. And it's no, like there's actual history, though. Like, people actually love history, bro. It's like, even when these people be doing this ancient alien stories, like, what the fuck are they talking about? They just like making things up, bro. And that's what Empress was saying with these white lies. That's what white lies are supposed to be. They're supposed to be like innocent. Because the reason why it's innocent is because you can simply just be like, hold on, what? And it's just turned over quick. It just wipe it out. It's just bullshit. It's just bullshit. It's like a nigga putting white out on the paper. You know he made a mistake. It's a white lie. It's clear. It's clear as day. Nothing is hidden behind it. It's just nonsense. They played Joe Rogan and said something other than what he said. It's clear. It's just a whiteout. No.
I just looked up etymology of the letter B.
Mm-hmm.
Second letter of the Latin alphabet corresponding to Greek beta. Phoenician bet, literally house. It has nothing to do with the variety of pronunciation shown by most English letters.
Hey, just keep that in mind, right? Because the whole cast, what I've been saying about the real Jews, what I call them, the Beta Israel.
Oh, yeah.
The house of Israel is what you just brought up, right? Because that's what that means. But go in.
Germanic B is said to be represent a BH sound in Proto-Indo-European, which continued as BH in Sanskrit, became PH in Greek, brother, frater, bear, and F in Latin, farter, frere. With that being said, it goes down and says often an indication, second in order.
The Bears are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook. The black dude saying that was supposed to be the triggering of the awakening. I'm telling you, like, this is almost like the Most High put somebody randomly in a spot to say something. Like I said, it was a football game, but it was like, the Bears are who we thought they were. We played them in the third game. Arizona Cardinals played the Bears, Chicago Bears, the Bears, Chicago.
Cardinals.
Right?
Cardinal has its own meeting.
What the fuck? The cardinal signs. Cardinals are super important, right? Cardinals are super important. So
fire?
Yes. Right? So like the cardinals are super important, and even when they talk about directions, right? The cardinals are always used when they talk about directions as far as the 4 directions. So that was super important. He said they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook. But I'm trying to tell you a lot of stuff, bro. Man, like I said, man, Empress was randomly going through the book of Esther and just seeing some different things, and a lot of things could be applied to different things that's going
so funny.
on.
I had a student named Vashiti, and I was asking her, like, did she know what it means? And she was like, I think it comes from the book of Esther. My whole spirit went into a goosebump mode. I was like, that is odd, bro. We was just researching this, bro, and a little girl, natural hair, looked like a Jew. I was like, bro, this is impressive, bro. Most side is amazing, bro.
I'm trying to tell you.
But yeah, it says cardinal signs are the front runners of the zodiac universe as they initiate the beginning of the 4 seasons. They're also known as visionary leaders and self-starters. You can identify these signs with their dynamic behavior and go-get attitude. Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. So yeah, those are the cardinal signs, and then they have mutable signs and like fixed signs also. And then
See, so like I said, it goes back, and like I said, when you hear the Arizona Cardinals, you just look at it like, yo, this is a football game, but everything is meant to be decoded, and that's what we do over here. So that's why.
Yeah, and just to go back to even that second. It's the second letter or whatever. We know second means the number 2. So if we really want to break it down, black ultimately means to lack. So yeah, bro, you gotta be logical and knowledgeable.
Like I said, I always look at the 2 as feminine. I always look at the 1 as masculine. So like that's why I always say.
Wait, the 0?
No. 0 is for sure feminine. It's feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine. Yeah. So 2 ends up being feminine again, right? 1 is masculine. But I always say Beta Israel, and I don't even know if people understand what the fuck I be saying and why I be saying like that. But yeah, that just simply means the house of Israel is Beta. It's literally Beta. So I don't know if maybe because I'm saying Beta Israel, but it's
better.
It's beta, alpha, beta, theta. You feel me? It's right. So it's the house. The house is the wife, right? The house is always looked at as the wife, right? The Most High is the person. The Most High is the owner in a sense, right? And then he speaks of the house. He speaks of the house, and that's why when they talk about the Ankh, and the Ankh is the house, where it's the portal where you come in and come out. The house is super important, right? So the Beta Israel is the daughter of the Most High, right? And that's why they say they're the house of Israel, which is the daughter, wife. Yeah, it's just whatever feminine. He always
that
switches
pretty
it.
much kind of entails the symbolism of a woman, because once you hear about women and children, those are always protected classes.
That's the house, right? Because it's always been seen like even a lot of gangsters now today is saying, yo, y'all shooting up people's houses and stuff. Like, we don't do that, right?
My bio on Twitter. My bio on Twitter says the house always wins.
You feel me? So you gotta just understand, right? That was always supposed to be the concept of the house. Even when we played as kids, right? When we got back to base, that was home. Right? There was always some type of home base. Like, yo, that's home, bro. You feel me? It's like no.
Going back to the source.
Yeah, you feel me? So the house is super important. So like I said, when you hear Beta Israel, you got to really think about the true people.
And even when they say beta testing to make better, that's exactly what it means. Like, we're here to make things better. We're here to let you know the ins and outs of the highs and lows and the no's and that balanced beam of, bro, you shouldn't be eating that.
So the same way we just explained the Beta Israel is the same way as beta testing. It's just the house of testing. So this is when we're gonna run all these tests. We're gonna go through all the tests. We're gonna see how much people can come on here. How much, you feel me? We're gonna do all the different tests.
We've already seen people eat pork and seen the health effects of that. We've already seen people wear panties and wear pants as women and seen the health effects of that. We already did the beta testing. Now we're letting you know what you should and should not do.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to listen, that's on you.
Which is why a lot of people got buyer's remorse with the vaccine, because it's like, yo, just allow us to, like I said, just the people because there's people that want to take it. Look, they said 2/3 of our population is vaccinated. Mm-hmm. So it's not a big thing, right? So people want to take it. Let's just see what happened to them. Mm-hmm. Right? That's what it's all about. It's a beta test. You need the group that don't take it anyways. Mm-hmm. Yo, we all took it and we don't know why we got 3 ads.
They've already completed the test, and we've come to the conclusion that when you're unvaccinated, you're usually hospitalized. All of the people that have come in here have been unvaccinated.
Babe, but the thing is, they changed it so much, because I heard Dr. Sanjay, when Joe Rogan brought up something counter to that, he's like, that'll make sense, because if most of the people are vaccinated, then most of the people that show up to the hospital are going to be vaccinated. Right? So I'm telling you, there's no through line with these niggas, bro. Yeah. They just want to find an angle to get you. Look at that.
They say one side, and if you're dumb enough, you don't look at the other side, and you're like, oh, well, I guess. It's like, hold on, wait a minute. Who actually is vaccinated that's not going to show up to that same hospital if everybody's vaccinated? Oh, shit, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Oh, so maybe the studies lied. Yeah, the studies lied because they didn't think that we was going to think about the fact that you told us that everybody was vaccinated, and it made sense for more vaccinated people to show up.
Welcome to the world of intelligence.
But in the places that they're not doing the propaganda test, it's like the numbers just seem to show it easily. It's like, no, the people that's vaccinated are in here way more. The people that died more are vaccinated. It's not like, damn, why did I say some stupid shit like that? I don't know anything. What time it is? I need to get out of here, bro. Empress, you ended this off, bro?
Yes, of course. Thank you for availing me that opportunity. Alrighty, guys. That is the conclusion of episode 137 of the Wise Magi Godcast. We will be back on Sunday. As you've been listening to Professor Ras Natty, super excited about that segment he will be doing on Sunday. So tune in to get this energized message. Until then, peace.